so nervous for some reason. I never get nervous live streaming. It's always like so like weird waiting for like the first few people to join, because it's like I'm just here by myself and people can inevitably look back at this and watch this after it submits. So now I guess I wait. I guess since no one's here yet, tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm doing a little live stream. Hello guys! Hello Jeremiah, hello Darthas, hello SDS. Today's not technically my birthday, but thank you guys. My birthday is in like 4 hours. Wait, no. Stupid. It's more like 6 hours actually. I thought 10 was the end of the day for some reason. How are you guys doing today? Thank you, Jeremiah. I drink root beer. Dude, that's awesome. Good for you. Happy future birthday. Thank you, Pasta Enjoyer. I guess I'm gonna do like a Q&A again. I guess most of my videos are just Q&As or just talk to me or ask me questions. So, yeah. I would live stream this on my like actual birthday, but my friends are surprising me. My friends are surprising me with events and such, so I'm pretty excited for that. Happy birthday, hoping for another year of wholesomeness. Thank you. Do you like wine? Yes. Well, I like how wine makes me feel. I'm not the biggest fan of the flavor of it. Maybe unless it's like a sweet white wine. But I mean, yeah, I'll drink a red wine. I just don't like the way it tastes, really. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Even though technically my birthday is tomorrow, but whatever. Happy birthday. I finally got a stream. Hello, Official Teak. I never see you anymore. I feel so like weird starting these sometimes. Like I have to get into like a talkative sort of mood. But I actually don't have anything to say. You guys want to ask questions or just talk to me, I guess. Hello, Daniel or Danielle. Daniel, I think. Let's sing happy birthday in unison. Are you guys just gonna like type out the entire song at the same time? Official Teak, you gotta actually like tell me your name. It's like so weird always calling you Official Teak, but I've been pretty all right. I've been in a pretty uptight mood all day, so it's kind of bummy, but I've been feeling better in the past recent hours. How do you keep on schedule? Like how can you, or did you manage to keep on? Like posting schedule? I kind of just hold myself to posting every single day, or especially lately I have. But in September, I definitely screwed up my schedule. Like I was in a pretty funky place, so I wasn't posting very often. Happy birthday to you. Okay, thank you. I don't know how to answer that. I guess I just held myself to posting every single day because I wanted to prove to myself that I could. How do you keep on schedule? How's Juniper? She's in the windowsill right next to me. How do I keep on schedule in general, though? My schedule is always really awful, and I'm always never on a schedule, really. I kind of just like, I don't know. I screw it up all the time. So, not very good. The only thing I really hold myself to is recording, and that's only something I picked up again lately, and it's kind of just like, I'll have to wait for an idea to come to me throughout the day or whatever, and I'll just force myself to record even if I'm not feeling like it. So how's my schedule? Not that good. I really just like go to sleep at 2, 3, 4 and wake up at like 2. What's my major? I'm not in college at the moment, but if I were to go to college, I would want to major in neuroscience. All right, Tyler, I'll call you by that. It's not my birthday right now. It's gonna be my birthday in like 6 hours, Isaac. What type of music do you listen to? I listen to like everything. I can drop my Spotify profile if you guys just want to like kind of check that out. 1 second. I'm just gonna drop that in chat because I always get this question. But I generally really like every genre. Happy birthday, you are a smart, beautiful girl. Wish the best for you in life. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I'm not in I'm not in college. Thank you for pointing out that I'm taking a gap year. Do you like Arctic Monkeys? Yes, I do. I used to listen to them with my dad when I was a kid before they got really popular on like TikTok and such. It's not even your birthday. Take back my comment. I'm so sorry I fooled you guys. So awful. Disgusting liar. How old is Big Sis? Me? I'm going to be 20 in, I guess, 5.5 hours now. Thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, I'm going to be so annoying with this one song I've been listening to on repeat called 20 Years by Bad Sons. Like, it rolled around into my life just on time. Auntie status? 20 isn't that old. Guys, no, I'm still a teenage girl. Thank you guys for the happy birthday wishes. My experience on social anxiety. I used to have it really bad growing up. Sorry, my mind is blanking. I used to have really bad social anxiety growing up, but I kind of used logic to get myself out of that. Sorry, my cat's like jumping around on the windowsill. I used like kind of logic to get over that because I kind of realized that I actually didn't give a shit whenever I saw people doing things in public that I would be embarrassed for, or that I'd be embarrassed for, or like I could see people in front of me all the time doing all these things that I would be embarrassed for, and then I kind of just figured, actually no one cares if I do that, and then my mentality kind of progressed into I actually don't care what anybody thinks of what I'm doing, because in a way, whenever I feel whenever I let others dictate what I do or dictate how I feel because I'm afraid of their opinion, it just feels like I'm kind of handing over my autonomy to them. And it just doesn't make sense because, it's like your life, it's my life, it's my life. And it doesn't really make sense for me to change my actions so I can fit into a box to be perceived a specific way, because I actually really don't care about being perceived any sort of specific way. So it takes practice. It takes practice, but practice and reinforcing the idea on why it shouldn't really matter to you. But I'd say that pretty much sums up my opinion on it. What inspired you to make this channel? So there's this one YouTube account called The Wizard Liz, and she basically just talks about like self-help and changing and just being confident, just different things, just different kinds of advice. And it really is my passion to think and talk on philosophy. I'm a big talker. I'm a big thinker. And so I kind of figured I'd just start posting videos on topics I've learned about and experienced in my own life. But my very first video actually happened because I'd been wanting to do this for months, and I've been putting it off and like procrastinating it. And then one day, a friend I hadn't seen in a couple months, I hadn't talked to him in a couple months, he came to my apartment and we talked, and like his life was like going, like he had a ball rolling. He was doing things with his life, and I was kind of stagnant and hadn't done anything yet. And this was always a passion of mine. And this is something I've been wanting to do for months. So I just got really frustrated one day and created my first video, which is Start Now, I think. But overall, it's just a passion of mine. I love philosophy. I love everything of the sort. Sorry, somebody messaged me. Yeah, I just love all things related to this. You remind me of that one girl from Junji Ito. Tomi? I used to really, really like Tomi. 20 the new 40? No. Guys, 20's not that old. 20's not that old. I've been busy the past few weeks. Did I miss any lore drops? Not that I really share anything in my life anyway, but yeah, my life's been pretty busy. There's been a ton of new advancements, I guess, but I don't really share my personal life online, so you didn't technically miss anything. You're totally a Virgo. Yes, if there are any astrology people in the chat, I am a Virgo stellium. I think I'm a Virgo sun, Mars, and Jupiter. And I'm also a Virgo rising, and they're all in the first house. So I'm literally the biggest Virgo ever. And I don't want to hear any bullshit hating on astrology. I literally do not care. Like, don't waste your efforts typing up anything on how you think it's stupid. You used facts and logic to get rid of social anxiety? Damn. Yes, I use facts and logic to get rid of, or to get rid of and change a lot of things about myself. I guess you can combine emotions with it if you know how to like intentionally feel certain ways, but I mean, it really does just take finding a logic, finding a reason why you act a certain way, and then realizing how it could be wrong or how you want to change it or whatever it may be. And then every single time you notice yourself repeating the behavior, you could just gently like remind yourself, no, like that's not what I am anymore, or that's not who I am. Or you can just say, or this is who I'm changing into being. Like just it just comes in the gentle reminders, especially whenever you first start on the logic, because it can be really difficult to change without first like finding the logic on why your behavior, why a toxic behavior might be negative. You seem like an INFJ/INTJ. I think I'm either an INTP or an ENTP, something like that. I've always thought I'm like an INTP, but lately my friends have kind of like told me I'm kind of charismatic in their own words and sociable in public. So I've kind of been questioning that, but that's also kind of learned. I have not always been sociable. Being a server, I was a server for a while. That also really helped because then I got to treat social interactions like a sort of game and kind of play with it and have fun. And so that kind of also really helped me get over my social anxiety because I had a lot more practice with speaking to people, because normally you're not just going to like walk up to random people on the street and like strike a conversation. And it's basically exposure therapy. Like when I was a server, I just get to like go up to tables and just like put on this kind of charismatic like act and have fun with it. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. Sister Grimace, you guys gotta tell me your names. Like if you're like regularly talking to me, I want to know your name. I feel so weird like calling you something like Sister Grimace, but I appreciate it so much. I'm actually a Cancer moon, if any of you know what that means. But thank you so much. Also, guys, thank you so much for all the happy birthdays. It's making me really happy. 20 is not old in any category. I don't think it is. I think I'm still a youngin'. Pretty young. If only we can get paid to just think, right? Same here. Philosophy of TW. Yeah, so far I think I have like $20 waiting for me from ads. So I guess I am getting paid to think. I've made $20 in the month of in the past month since I've been able to use ads on my videos. It's kind of exciting. Maybe I'll grow and make more one day. Happy birthday, my glasses came in the mail. Yay, nice glasses, yay. I can maybe I need to like go get my glasses so I can like look more scholarly. You know, I already have the turtleneck. We need a battle royale with all the zodiac signs to pit out and find the best sign. I'm just gonna tell you now, I think Virgos are the best sign. So I'm just gonna save you the trouble. Do you have any dream that you'd like to accomplish? I have a handful of dreams I'd like to accomplish. I don't know if I'd want to specify it on here because I feel kind of weird about telling people my aspirations and what I want to do until I actually achieve said things, because I don't like the idea of it. I don't like jinxing it or whatever. I knew it. You give off heavy Virgo placements. What's your Mercury sign? I am a Leo Mercury. Hold on, actually, let me pull my birth chart just to make sure I'm getting these right. All right, so I am a Leo Mercury, a Leo Venus, a Virgo Sun, Virgo Mars, Virgo Jupiter, and Cancer Moon. And my Sun, Mars, and Jupiter are in my first house of Virgo. So I am very, very much Virgo and fire energy, according to my birth chart. Oh, hold on. I don't know if I should be sharing this online. But my chart ruler, if you guys know what that is my Mercury, like Leo Mercury. It's weird how a bunch of vlog channels like yours are suddenly popping up around the same time. Yeah, actually, I swear I just started seeing like a plethora of them as soon as I started my channel. I've had people tell me that I've started a trend of girl vloggers doing this kind of thing. And I know I actually have inspired a bunch of people to create their own YouTube channels, because like people have commented on my videos saying that it's because of me they started posting, which I think is the most like awesome thing in the world. Like, it makes me so happy that like I can influence others or inspire other people. Hi, Kavi. Happy 5.5 hours birthday. Bye, American man. Happy birthday. I've been watching your videos for a while now, and you gave me many new perspectives on the topics you discuss. I'm so happy. I love switching up people's perspectives and such. I love perspective switching and all that fun stuff. I love experimenting with it. I love having fun with it. I love changing it. Oh, wait, it's your birthday? How did I miss that in the title? Happy birthday, Layla. Thank you so much, Kavi. My nickname is literally Fishy, so I'm a Pisces. I don't know what that means, though. So I've been reading up on astrology, and I think Pisces is more like dreamy, kind of in their head, and yeah, just dreaming in their head and spacey, escapist tendencies, not extremely grounded. Typical unk thing to say, Junie. I'm literally going to be 23 weeks. What did I say that's like unk shit or unk stuff? Any Aries in the chat? I'm sorry, guys. Aries is my least favorite zodiac sign. I don't dislike zodiac signs, but Aries have got to be my least favorite. Oh, Cancer Moon, a real empath. Thank you. I reckon I'm a Leo in five houses. Yes, 5. Sun, Moon, Rising, and 2 others. It's funny because I fit some Leo stereotypes, but I also don't fit into a ton of them. Like, I like the hot-headedness. So with zodiac signs, people will kind of categorize specific ones as like specific things, but it's like there's healthy versions and toxic versions that these signs manifest as, in my opinion. Like, some people might say Virgos are like judgmental and like harsh and critical, but a healthy one could be like helpful and productive and just help other people or something like that. For example, it was hard to read, but my understanding is that was your list of favorite skills. What? What do you mean? Did you do anything for your birthday, like to treat yourself? So my birthday is actually tomorrow, and I wanted to stream today because I can't stream tomorrow because I have my friends surprising me, which is kind of scary because I always have to be the one in control. Like, I'm always the one making the plans and arranging the times exactly, and there's some kids outside my house yelling. Anyway, usually the person who's like making all of the plans and arranging the times and all the specific details, and I'm always the one who's on top of it, like literally down to like the music. Like, I'm always on everything. And so like I told them I wanted to be surprised for once, like my friends, So I'm gonna see, and it's kind of like grueling because I want to know so bad what's gonna happen and what time frame, like what to wear, like every little detail. But I'm also excited to be surprised because I never get surprised ever. I'm always the one getting my friends gifts and surprising them, and I never really get that. So I'm gonna get to see tomorrow. But what else? All I know so far is that I'm gonna go to a really cool Buddhist monastery that I like. That's the only request I had. I am in my head a lot. I regularly go on walks where. Oh my god, these kids are yelling outside my window. I am in my head a lot. Oh my god, these people are like distracting me. I am in my head a lot. I regularly go on walks where I just think about random stuff, sometimes for hours. I do the same exact thing. Back a couple years ago, I would literally walk like 20, 30,000 steps every single day with my headphones on, just thinking all day. Like, it's one of my favorite things ever. Dang, kids, get off my lawn. I know, they're screaming. Throwing temper tantrums out there. Distracting the hell out of me. It's not fair. Shut up. Aries, your least favorite. Junie, don't do this to me. I'm sorry. I'm not a huge Aries fan. I'll have to admit. I think Tauruses are fun unless they're like really, really stubborn. I can't stand a stubborn person. But back to the walk thing. Literally, headphones and like outside, and I could literally just like walk for hours and listening to music. Think maxing, real. Oh, also, I'm in Spain currently. Spain? Dude, that's awesome. I'm jealous. What are your ways of dealing with anxiety and putting pressure? And people putting pressure because they got used to you doing good at school, life, etc. Also, thank you for your content. It's very helpful. So I've learned to just stop ultimately caring about other people's opinions, and I had realized that whenever I did care about other people's opinions and let those opinions dictate what I did in my own life, whenever I allowed that to happen, I kind of realized I'm putting my power in I'm putting my life, my power in somebody else's hands, and it doesn't quite make sense for me to change my actions based on what other people's perception, or what I would like other people's perception of me to be, because every single thing is subjective. Everybody's going to have a subjective opinion, and 9 times out of 10 people aren't really, people are going to interpret you how they want, and there's really no use in trying to please everybody. It's your life. It's literally your life. You own it. Like, you should do what brings you the most joy, because one day, you've probably heard this a ton of times, one day they're all going to be dead, you're going to be dead, and you're not really going to have anything except for the experience you lived with. And personally, me, if I live my life to the fullest extent in which I'm satisfied with, if I were whole in myself, if I were constantly doing things that I loved and enjoyed, and I just had a life full of like a beautiful little journal scrapbook of different memories and things I loved throughout my life, I would have been completely satisfied, opposed to somebody who might be on their deathbed, who like pleased everybody else their entire life, people pleased, did stuff for validation, who kind of regrets their entire life. I would much rather be the person who enjoyed my life and didn't get the approval of the people around me. And this is speaking from somebody who never gets anybody their like real life's approval. Not from my family, not from my friends in a lot of cases. Although I do have a couple really good friends, but all throughout my life, it's been a common theme where people haven't really viewed me in the best way, although they've had like really high expectations for me. So I really do understand where you're coming from, and I did feel a need to prove everybody right and like live up to that for a long time. But again, I just realized, I literally own my life and nobody else does. And like, anybody who expects you to be something that you don't want to be can like actually screw off. It's actually insane to me that people think they have a right over your life and a right to make you feel upset about yourself if you're not meeting their expectations, because In reality, I think that's actually an incredibly controlling thing. And if you're trying to make somebody fit into a box that you want because you have high expectations for them in some sort of way or another, and if you view them negatively when they don't, I think that's just an incredibly controlling thing. And that's also not the kind of person you want to be impressing anyway. Unless it's like somebody who has good intentions and like just high expectations for you. In that case, somebody like that should be happy with you, like happy for you regardless. But sorry, I read another comment while saying that. But that's kind of a general thing on what I would say about that. But no, I also definitely know all about that because I went from having a perfect 4.0 for a couple of years for a while to totally flunking in high school. So I'm with you on that boat. Or I was with you. I've kind of coped with that in my own way. I feel that rage towards the kids so much. They're so annoying sometimes. Every day I'm reminded why I never want kids. That's active birth control right there for me. Actually was like getting on my nerves a bit. I'm hungover and I'm a little bit sleep deprived today, so I am actually a bit antsy. I find it quite humorous to me that Libra men are stereotyped as players, and I couldn't be bothered with romance right now. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you guys. I appreciate the happy birthdays. Do you write down your dreams? Oh my god, this kid is shirtless in my front yard. I was not about to say that word. YouTube, don't let me not monetize off this. Do I write down my dreams though? Sometimes I journal sometimes, so occasionally whenever I'm like trying to be so motivated and all about that like moving forward sort of thing, I'll like write down everything I want to kind of get a clear vision of it. But I kind of have a clear vision of it in my mind already because oh shoot. Mac. Oh shoot. Sorry, my friends are texting me. What? Check your phone, please. What do I check? You didn't text me, Mac. What? What? All right. I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, writing down my dreams. Yeah, I'll do that sometimes. With a clear vision of what I want, but I like to personally use a Google Doc because sometimes I just can't be like bothered. I just don't have the patience to write stuff down. But I do write stuff down. I do have plenty of journals, but I think lately I've been really in love with Google Docs because it's just so fun to type. Like I feel so, I don't know the word, so cutesy. So that's actually not the right word, but whatever. Mac, why did you tell me to check my phone? You didn't text me. Friends are sending me some bullshit memes. You guys want to see them? This is the bullshit I have to deal with my friends. What is this? Be so for real with me right now. I'm kidding. I just told my friend I'm streaming and they're laughing at me. I had to show you guys that goofy fucking picture. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I have to go. Stay gold. See ya, Sister Grimace. You were such an open person. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I try to be open. I'm not really a person of many secrets. I'm pretty much an open book. Why did people see you in a bad light? I don't know. I've actually been misinterpreted all of my life constantly. I'm always being misinterpreted by everybody in my life. And maybe it's just my specific path to... My cat is so stupid. Maybe it's just my specific path to take, but it's been a common theme with me. I think I'm just destined to be misinterpreted by everybody in my life. People just like to hold on to their own perspective of me. Every single person in my life does. Whether that's my parents who... This kid in my backyard, he's literally on the front porch. He's shirtless. He's wearing shirts. shorts and it's raining and he's got a fishing pole he's throwing into the grass. What is going on out there? Literally, he's not even in his back. Okay, never. He's like right in front of the window. Sorry, that's so distracting. But why do people see me in a bad light? Again, I think I just have always been misinterpreted. I'm not saying I've always been a good person. I'm a person and I've learned just like everybody else has to. But some people just don't want to let go of the perception of me that they had when I was like a kid, some unruly, eccentric, energetic kid. And I guess people interpret that in their own ways and get upset at that because of their own issues. It's beyond me, but I've learned to make peace with being misunderstood and the fact that I likely won't ever really be understood by most people ever, but I'm okay with that. And I guess I'm okay with being the villain in a lot of people's books. It's not like I can help it. We're just on different walks of life. I can't say anything else on the topic because I have no control of it. I have no control of the way they view me. And I've made peace with that. Okay. Do you guys hear Juniper? What? What? Oh, I think she's staring at the kid with the fishing pole. The kid is literally facing the window right next to me, and he's got the fishing pole, and like the cat is Juniper staring at him and like meowing. What is this kid's deal? It's mind you, it's raining outside. This kid's shirtless and some shorts. He's got a fishing pole and he's right in front of him. He's in my porch. Sorry, that's just such a funny thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading your comments. Oh, okay, here's one of my favorite questions. If you could, would you have your entire life recorded and you could go back and watch it at any time and it's only entire life recorded and you could go back and watch it at any time and it's only viewable for you? Personally, I love it. I don't know. I have a pretty photographic memory. Like, I can remember most. Sorry, she's distracting me. I have a pretty good memory. I don't know if I'd want to rewatch that. Maybe I'd want to rewatch some things, but I'm not gonna specify what. Just because I'm curious what I would look like during those moments. Maybe. I don't know if I'd actually care that much though. Do you think you could live happily without having any close friends? Yeah. I recently actually got out of a period of my life, several year period of my life, where I was kind of a hermit. I've gone through a few periods in my life where I just haven't had friends or like anybody really, and I don't mind it because I really do like being by myself and in my own company and just in my own mind. I wouldn't prefer not having any close friends in my life. Sorry. I wouldn't choose not to, but I could live. I'd be fine, but I would prefer to have close friends. My dad tried to live through me by forcing me to play football in my youth. It was miserable, felt like a racehorse. That's awful. I don't understand parents who try to force their kids to be what they wanted to be. My dad, he really used to want I'm slurring my words. He used to really want me to be a coder so I can make a lot of money, and he would always buy me books on it. He would like tempt me with money, and I couldn't sit myself down and code because he was always like, you could do it, you're so smart, like all these things, and he would just try to make me because I guess he wished he would have done that or whatever. Do you think you'd make a video on journaling in the future? Maybe, sure. My videos right now are actually pretty limited. I kind of just talk about topics I've been thinking on and things I've experienced, but I really actually kind of do want to change, not necessarily completely, just like broaden my content. Content feels like yucky, the word. Broaden my, I don't know the word for it. Broaden my stuff I post. You get shitty wording for that. I kind of want to do maybe like book reviews. Like, I know, for example, 48 Laws of Power, like books like that, or like philosophy books, or just things like that. I could like talk about my opinion on that kind of thing. Although I can just tell you right now, I don't like the 48 Laws of Power. It's kind of BS, and you should just want to be like a normal person and make friends in a normal way, opposed to manipulating your way into that. But that's just an example. Like, I want to like go over different books. I want to go over different methods of changing, which journaling is included in that. I want to go over a bunch of different things. Wait a second, you look like Violet from The Incredibles. I get that all of the time. I think it's just the pale skin and the side bang. But thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Hey, I want to ask you about attachment to people. What about it? Are you interested in art at all? Yes, actually. Shoot. Sorry. Wait. No, I didn't mean to pause this music. Sorry. I accidentally clicked on pause on my phone. Yes, I grew up drawing. I grew up really, really into art. I can show you guys I can show you guys a few things I've drawn recently. If I can find it. Oh wait, actually, let me go grab my sketchbook. I'll be right back for you guys. Always walking on my feet. All right. So I used to be really into digital art when I was younger, but I've kind of fallen off recently. I haven't been drawing much in the past couple years. Here's a picture of Vash from Trigun, if that's showing correctly. I've been getting into. I used to only draw animals, but I've been getting into like humans lately. Here's Gojo. I drew these like a year ago, I think. I really haven't been drawing, but I want to start drawing again. And here's another little Gojo. If you can't tell, I'm a wee bit of an anime fan. Here's some animal doodles. There's a little cat, my friend's dead cat. I think that's all I have in the sketchbook. I can show you guys a picture of Rei Ayanami I drew recently as in a year and a half ago. No concept of time in this brain. But it's digital, so I'll have to hold my phone up to the screen to show you. But yes, I've always been into art very much. I love art so much. I just haven't been drawing the past couple years. I don't know why. I just haven't really had the motivation to. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I don't want to keep you hanging. I almost just said my DeviantArt username out loud. That would have actually been tragic. All right, guys, I almost have it. Just a second. All right, and this is Ray. I feel a little bit bad for making her like tits big because it is a 14-year-old, but I just really like the aesthetic of Eva and the way they draw girl bodies, even though it is so crazy unrealistic and weird. I just like the aesthetic. All right, I'll go back to answering questions. But opposed to that, I used to write songs a lot too when I was younger, and not to like brag or anything, but for a 10-year-old, my lyrics were pretty like crazy. Kidding. But yes, I used to be a very artsy person. Thank you for the happy birthdays, guys. If you don't want to answer this, that's okay. But what made you get into substances? And do you think that they mostly help you in a positive way? Like drinking, like alcohol, weed. I don't know if I can even say that on the stream. But I don't think it's harmful to use them every once in a while, recreationally, for fun. I don't like do it over excessively. Some things are bad in excessiveness, but you're living life. You're having fun. Just take breaks every once in a while. Do something you like. Just have fun. It's again, everything is bad in excess. I think it's just fun to do every once in a while, maybe with like friends, maybe to get creative, whatever, as long as you just aren't doing it every single day and getting addicted to it, whether it's mentally or physically. But I wouldn't say I'm like into substances. That's a bit of an extreme statement. I just like to dabble in them every once in a while, sometimes, because I think it's fun. I'm not like an alcoholic or anything, guys. I swear. I'm kidding. Happy birthday. Thank you guys for the happy birthday wishes, and I appreciate the meows. I like meows. I like meowing. I like all things considering meows. Are you going to college? Probably. I'm taking a gap year at the moment, but if I do go to college, I think I'm gonna major in neuroscience. We can't change the view other people have on us, so don't bother about it. Just be yourself and the right people will appreciate it. Word. Couldn't say it better myself. She wants to fish with him. Yeah, I think Juniper just really wanted to fish. Do you believe in ghosts? I guess. I used to have like creepy experiences as a kid, kind of pertaining to that. I don't think about it too much though. Exes deals fishing. Oh shoot, guys, I just accidentally scrolled down. Let me scroll back up to where I was. Sorry if I randomly break out in an accent. I just do that sometimes because I'm silly like that. Loved your videos lately. Thank you. Sitting down in nature and talking philosophically under the stars. Yes, that would be amazing. I could literally talk forever about this kind of thing. Maybe, okay, not if I'm like not grounded, not if I'm like hungry or something. In general, I could probably do that like forever. Take a pic of that kid and make it a post on your channel. Hell no. That is like I think he's like 7-year-old kid. And I have no desire to have him in my camera roll. Yeah, pasta, that is a bad idea. But funny. I feel like I'd get some like charges against me if I did that. So you don't code? No, I don't code. But the reason, okay, I just actually remembered the reason my dad would really want me to code growing up was because I would play games like Moshi Monsters or Animal Jam. And I somehow, my little kid mind, I would figure out how to get into like the source code or something and I would hack it. So I would get like free things. And so there was this, I was evil. Okay, I just want to preface that before I'm about to tell a story. So on Animal Jam specifically, I figured out how to hack other people's accounts. I don't know how. 10-year-old me was on something. I figured out how to hack people's accounts. So I would send my stuff. They're like send myself my account. Or first, okay, I would send a third-party account I created that was not traceable to me. I would send all of the like really rare stuff to that account, and then I would send it to me through that burner account. I was evil. It was okay. It wasn't their best stuff. It was only some like good things because I did feel guilty. It was like kind of like maybe like a green, if you guys know what I mean, a green spike collar or something. I'd send that to my third party account and then to my other account. And I would just hack counts all the time and just fuck around and like send myself stuff. And I was like cracked at 10 years old. I don't know how to, I don't. Same with Moshi Monsters, except I wouldn't log on to people's accounts. I would just kind of figure out how to get into the source code and like get myself free stuff. Same with like my Chrome browser. I used to find it really fun because I didn't have Wi-Fi growing up. So I would go into the source thing and then I would just change the colors of it. I would change the actions of it. I would do a bunch of stuff. Like I was a very bored 10-year-old. But no, I don't code. Lane vibes. Should I wash lane? I think I've been thinking about it for a long time now. My friends really like it. Coding is like organizing a lot of pasta, a pain in the mom means. Pasta is awesome. I love pasta. Probably like one of the best foods out there. Why do my arms look creepy? My father doesn't give a shit about how we feel. Felt. What's up with all the Spanish in this chat? I'm not asking that. I was reading a comment, guys. But I couldn't answer that for you. I guess there's just people who speak Spanish in the chat. Your personal philosophy is kind of similar to what she wrote. Who? Me? Good morning from Singapore. I love your self-improvement videos with them 2006 MySpace aesthetic. Thank you. Do you speak Portuguese? I don't speak anything but English. Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint. I do really want to learn a few languages, though. Specifically, Russian, Japanese, and French. Those are all on my bucket list to learn. Russian purely because I think it sounds cool. That's probably a bad motivation, but like I know that I knew the alphabet for a long time, and I could probably remember if I reminded myself. But same with Japanese. I used to know the alphabet, and I would teach myself it for like a few years, but then like the grammar messed me up so bad, I just kind of lost motivation. Penny, I promise not to give these. Can you draw Sukuna? Yeah, sure. If you guys give me like character recommendations, I could draw them. I haven't been drawing in a while, so I need to get back on that. Your drawings are excellent. Thank you for the drawing compliments, guys. I appreciate it. Also, I hate to admit it, but before watching JJK, I was on the hate train for people who are obsessed with Gojo, and then I started watching it, and then I understood. Oh my god, I hate it. It's embarrassing, but unfortunately, I do understand. What's my favorite anime? I actually haven't been watching anime a lot lately, but I have watched JJK, which I really, really like. So I'd say that's probably my favorite anime. Or I might have it in my notes because I have a note of all my favorite things because I forget everything for some reason. So maybe it'll be in my notes if I do have a favorite anime. Nope, doesn't look like I do. I do like the original Vash Trigun show. Trigun, not Vash. Okay, it's Trigun. Not the new one with like all the twinks and stuff where it's all like TikTokified and like gross. And JJK, obviously. I like Cowboy Bebop, but I don't like the actual anime. I love the aesthetic of it, but the anime or the show is kind of grueling and boring to watch. But I do really like the aesthetic and the art of it. I think my entire comment section has turned into Spanish. Guys, I don't know Spanish. I don't think I can even translate your messages. Sorry. So I can't really respond to them. On your Ko-fi, it says you're trying to play games. What kind of games are you going to play? It's really up to recommendation. I'm thinking maybe like Minecraft. I'm thinking Elder Scrolls. I'm thinking Bloodborne, stuff like that. Those are just recommendations from my friend group personally. But it also would be up to or down to recommendations from you guys too. Maybe some silly Roblox games or something. Just all kinds of things. Guys, my entire comment section is Spanish. I don't know Spanish. Or Portuguese. I don't know if they're the same thing, sorry. I'm trying to scroll back up to where I was. About substances, I've always been worried about addiction, so I'm not thinking of using them much, if at all. That's fair. To each their own. Do you have any experiences with psychedelics? Oh god, yes I do. So I've done shrooms twice. The first time it was a pretty interesting experience. I had an ego death. I didn't even do a lot. Second time, same exact thing happened, except it was the most traumatizing experience of my life. And it changed the entire trajectory of my life. And I was quite literally bedridden for a couple months because of how fucked up it had me. And I am a completely different person because of them. I don't want to be the kind of person who's like, oh my god, guys, I just learned about empathy. Like, you know how those people will be like, I did shrooms, I just realized other people have feelings too, or my whole life is different. But like, it really did like totally turn my life upside down. And I'm still coping with the effects of that, which was like 2 years ago at this point, I think. But I learned a lot in the process. And again, it changed me completely as a person. My pronouns, she, her. What's your favorite dish that you had learned to? What's my favorite dish that I've learned to cook? I love to cook. Fun fact. I view cooking as an art, and I'm actually really good at it too. People tend to like when I cook. But my favorite. I really like just improvising recipes. As long as I have a bunch of seasonings and such, I can improvise pretty good things. But I guess my favorite would have to be a vodka sauce pasta I make. It's so freaking good. But yeah, I guess that's my favorite. It's really good. All right, you guys are the talk. You are the talk of the town. Big in Brazil, no joke. Please help, guys. What do you mean by that? Love you, Kareem, my friend. And I also love your content. Aw. Exploiting Animal Jam. I was awful for my actions on Animal Jam, but my karma actually did catch up to me because at one point I'm in my den and this account randomly comes to my house and he's like, oh, wait, no, wait, this account starts hacking my account. And then so like I switched to my third account, my burner account, and I'm like, who are you? Why are you on my account? What are you doing? And this guy or girl, I don't know, this person on my account's like, the only way I was able to hack into your account is because you hack into other people's accounts. And I was like, what? No, I don't. No, I didn't. And they're like, I'm going to steal all your stuff. And like, I was like trying to talk to them for such a long time. I was freaking out. So what I ended up doing was I went back on my account and I sent all of my stuff to the third party account that they didn't have access to. And then I had a very specific email address that like, I think it was, I forgot. It was a very specific email address, but the entire website shut down. And I think I like lost the password to that account. So I quite literally could not get back into that account, like into the burner account with all the stuff I like sent all of my like really rare stuff to. And so I couldn't like change the password. I couldn't access the account anyway. And it was like actually tragic. But I think like several years later, I was able to like get Animal Jam to let me back into that account. But no, I got my karma. What type of fraud have I walked in on? Oh, bro, no shot. It's actually your birthday. It's my little sister's birthday too. Fun fact, it's not really my birthday. My birthday is in a few hours. It's tomorrow. But I'm going to be busy and I wanted to stream today. 10-year-old Leilani was Trinity. I don't know who Trinity is. Pasta is so cool. I don't know if you're talking about Pasta Enjoyer or whatever. Or like actual pasta, but I think pasta is amazing. Pasta is probably like one of the best things like ever invented. It's not Spanish, it's Portuguese. Guys, forgive me. I deserve to be killed for that, for my ignorance. I deserve to be shot and killed for my ignorance, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's actually like really embarrassing being ignorant though. My bad. I wasn't actually paying attention to the words in my defense. I mean, like, I wasn't paying close attention. Sorry. I'm not a poet, but I'm not a poet to be able to explain to you why I started to. Interesting. I'm gonna head out. Junie, glad I got to catch a stream finally. I'm gonna head out to hang out with some friends. Have a great stream. Bye! You've probably already left because I'm so behind on the chat. My dad knew Russian and my language is similar to Russian. I think Russian is like the coolest sounding language ever, and their alphabet looks so cool. Yeah, if you want to learn languages, Duolingo is really good. It helps a real ton. So I actually, I keep like having to burp, but like not really. So I actually was on Duolingo for like several years, and I started learning Japanese in like 7th grade, and then I kind of dropped it, and then I picked it like maybe for several months, and then I picked it back up in freshman year of high school, which I did for like a much longer time. But I kind of just I lost interest because the grammar and the placement of sentences really confused me, especially with the way Duolingo teaches you. And then I got really into French, which I was actually pretty thoroughly into. I learned a lot, and a lot of words, a lot of sentences, a lot of everything. And then my interest one day just completely vanished. ADHD things, I reckon. And then in like junior year, I started learning Russian, which I got down the alphabet and a lot of words and sentences and stuff. But then one day I kind of also just lost interest. And so if you're not recognizing a common theme, I get these hyperfixations. If you've never seen it, Monster is a fantastic anime. I have a friend who really likes it, and I did watch the first couple of episodes. I might watch it one day. It's on my list of things I want to watch. Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi. I don't really like Coke, guys. I really like, this is like the worst take in the entire world, but I like Diet Pepsi. I'm not a big diet anything fan, but the taste of aspartame mixed with Pepsi is just really yummy to me. Like, shoot me now, like maybe I deserve it, but like I just like the taste of Diet Pepsi. Cowboy Bebop has a good soundtrack. Yes, it does. I love the soundtrack of Cowboy Bebop. Cats on Mars is great. Thumbs up. Everyone start speaking foreign languages now. Guys, don't. I wanna read your comments and understand them. Seriously, did you sign? Your birthdays keep popping up on my recommended. Happy birthday and congrats on the channel growth. Also, I recommend trying out Cyberpunk if you forget a next-gen console or PC. Okay, thank you for the happy birthday and thank you for the congrats. What's your opinion on? If I don't like answer your question on my opinion on like an artist or like something, it's likely that I've never heard the name and I'm kind of terrified of mispronouncing the names. So if I haven't answered, it's probably because, again, I'm afraid of mispronouncing the name and I've never heard of it. What's my favorite book? I would say Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I disagree with some of his philosophies, but I think a lot of what he has to say is really awesome, and I love it. I wanted to ask for advice when it comes to making videos and dealing with not feeling experienced enough to speak on topics of confidence. I don't know what to say to that other than literally just do it. So before I actually started my YouTube channel, or not really before I started, but before I started regularly posting, I made like an hour-long video called Why Nobody Respects You, and it was like a much longer version of a video I already have on my channel that's like 17 minutes long. And I think it was like ended up being like 40 or 50 minutes, and I made it like a month prior to actually posting on the channel, and I posted that and it got like 2 or 3 views maybe, and I sent it to my friends and I was like, do you guys think I could like do this for like do you think I would make it on YouTube or something? And then like they gave me all this criticism, good and bad, and it was really sloppy. Like I would randomly throw a clip, like mind you, okay, the video would be recorded in the day and I'd randomly throw clips like in the middle of the night in a completely different outfit, randomly gobsmack in the middle of the video. It was like really all over the place. But I was a lot less confident in that video. But all I have to say is just literally do it. And over time, you get more confident and you learn it becomes easier. You learn how to get better at it. It was really terrifying and grueling for me at first because I would get awkward and inward, and it was like I would just be weird, like speaking on camera and whatever. But over time, it does get easier. It does get better. And you don't. I don't want to say you don't have to be like extremely confident on the topics you talk about, because you'll always, or in most cases, have an audience. Like there's somebody out there with a similar perspective as you that'll find value in the things you have to say. And it's like you're not ever going to really feel ready to do something like that. And you just kind of got to bite the bullet and do it and just speak anyway. I know half of my videos, especially recently, I haven't even been super proud of them. I've just been kind of talking, and I feel sometimes I get insecure because I feel like I'm regurgitating stuff that you hear everywhere else on the internet. But I've been posting anyway, and I have been finding an audience who likes what I post regardless, even though I'm not confident in the things I've been talking about, even though I haven't been extremely confident in my videos and the things I've been saying, because I've been just so spacey and kind of out of it lately. But again, my say is just go for it. Just do it anyway. Do it regardless. You're never gonna like really have a perfect kind of video. I love how the lore just continues randomly. Guys, my life is just so jam-packed with lore. Like, I have an incredibly eventful life, and I've had so much happen in my life. So I have stories for like literal days. If you guys want to ask about any crazy stories, wait. Okay, wait. Can I share the most insane experience, like the most insane story I have? Just like one of the most crazy stories I have. Like, do you guys promise not to judge me if I tell you just a ratchet story I have from when I was like I think 11 or 12? I have to have people tell me they promise they won't judge me. Okay, no judgments. So when I was growing up, my dad lived in LA, and if you haven't been to LA, there's a lot of homeless people on the street. And I want to tell you guys, I was an incredibly eccentric and weird kid, and I found joy in the oddest things. So every time we saw a homeless person, I would take a picture of them. Like, I think it was with the camera, like my dad's phone or something. I don't know what I took pictures with, but I would always take pictures of the homeless people because I thought it was like the funniest thing in the world. I thought it was like there was something about it. I was hyper fixated on it. I would always take pictures of homeless people. And so before the summer would end, before we would go back to our home, my sisters and I have 4 sisters, by the way, we would all have a designated day where we'd do one thing to celebrate our birthday. we would like have a designated day for our birthday, even if our birthday wasn't during the summer, because we didn't get to spend our actual birthday with our dad. And so this is the first time I felt genuine embarrassment in my life, mind you. I don't even want to finish this. For my birthday, they took me to I can't even finish this. For my birthday, they took me to a part of town where there were so many homeless people to just take pictures of them all. And I was so embarrassed. That is literally the first time in my life I have ever felt embarrassment. I don't know why they did that in the first place. I don't know why they would take their 11-year-old daughter for her birthday day to a part of town just full of like homeless people to take pictures of them. I didn't even enjoy it. Oh my god. That's literally like shame was struck into my heart. But yeah, I was I was definitely an interesting kid. That was probably one of my most embarrassing stories ever. I hope you guys like that. I don't know why my parents took me to do that. I don't know why that was my birthday celebration. I don't know if they were like trying to like point out, hey, this is weird, or like they were like so excited about it too. They're like, Sarah, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. We're so excited to take you there. And then it was just like a part of town with a bunch of homeless people, so I could take pictures of them. Insane. Of course, I was 11. I didn't know any better, but like, what? God, it was one of my most embarrassing and funny stories ever. Oh wow, thank you so much. Happy anniversary of joining the Earthlings. Thank you so much, Hogsicle. I appreciate you. Why do you some? No, thank you. Really, I really appreciate it. Why do you sometimes cover your mouth when you laugh? Because my face gets weirdly shaped. I guess I'm a little bit embarrassed of it on camera. I have a wee bit of insecurity that trails from my childhood. But Toxical, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will use that $5 amazingly. Yeah, no, that story is actually like genuinely awful, and I think it's hilarious, but also really awful. I genuinely don't know why my stepmom and my dad thought that was a good idea to do for my birthday celebration. I don't know why they allowed me to take pictures. I don't know why they allowed me to like feel like that was normal to take pictures of homeless people on the streets, because I don't know why. I thought they were like some sort of fascinating creature or something. Like I was crazy. I was definitely kid. That was interesting, I reckon. What did you do with these pictures? I don't know. I don't know where the pictures are now. I genuinely don't. And I don't want to. I'm not interested in finding those photos. You like Lilo from Lilo and Stitch? Am I? Oh, that's awful. Yeah, it's awful. I told you guys it was awful, and I wasn't lying. Never mind, I am judging. Yeah, I don't blame you. Milani's documentary, but it's just hungry homeless people. I literally don't know like what possessed my like dad and stepmom to like let me think that was okay. Like not even that like it was weird. Like they didn't even like allude to the fact that it was weird, and I was like some crazy 10, 11, 12-year-old, so I mean I don't fucking know. Imagine being a homeless man at your lowest point in life, feeling of shame and guilt, followed by a child approaching you to take pictures. I know, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I told you guys, my teeth are so cute. Thank you. I've been told I have like wolf teeth. Like I have fangs. Ignore how yellow they are. I drink tea every day and coffee sometimes, so it stains them. I swear I brush my teeth, guys. Yeah, I like my teeth a lot. I really like it when people point them out because I like I take a lot of pride in them. Hey man, saw your content randomly one day before you hit 1K and have been tuning in periodically. Aww. That had to have been like the first week I was posting, because I think I got 2K within like my actual first 2 weeks. So you've been here since like the beginning. I appreciate you, dude. Keep up what you're doing. I sure will. Don't worry about your face. There's anything wrong or weird about it. Thank you. You sounded like an insane child. I'm not, guys, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I was an incredibly eccentric and weird kid. I really was. Tell more about your other hyperfixations. I get a lot of different hyperfixations all the time, so I couldn't just like name them off the top of my head. Or I've always gotten hyperfixations all my life. I'd say like one of my very first ones was in 5th grade, which was Pompeii, the eruption of the volcano in Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius. I would just like watch several hour documentaries on it. I have a little goth in me. Cheers, guys. Yeah, she also likes taking pictures of random people. Stage capitalism with Lord. My mom also is famous. You're part wolf. Yeah, guys, I'm part wolf. Growing up, I had a neighbor. One second. Stuffiness, right? I had a neighbor who was my older sister's friend, and she'd visit, and she would tell me and my younger sisters that she was a werewolf. And so she was like, I can turn you guys into a werewolf too. And so she bit all of our arms. And she'd be like, all right, guys, collect food for the winter. So like I like got salad topping packets from Chick-fil-A that had like the nuts and berries in it and shit. And I'd be like, okay, I've got the food for the winter. And then one time she brought a Ziploc bag full of meat for us to eat. And she told us it was squirrel meat and for us to eat it, and we ate it. And then I found out a few years later it was actually just meat she chewed up and made us eat. And I was convinced I was a werewolf for like years after that. Like I remember I used to like wipe my mouth on my arm whenever I'd eat because I was pretty unruly, and I was like, it has to be a sign. It's a sign. I'm literally a werewolf, guys. I'm literally a wolf. I just haven't turned into one yet. I was definitely a kid. Yeah, maybe I grew fangs because of that. Oof, I fix my hair. My bangs are being a bit unruly today. But yeah, I was convinced for a couple years that I was part wolf. Maybe the teeth manifested as a result of that. Has anyone ever compared you to Avril Lavigne? No. Do you howl at the full moon? Yes, I do. Is that an evil eye? Yes. Pompeii is so cool. I've really gotten into it when I hear the... God, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Should I check the album out then? Leilani is a werewolf confirmed. Haven't seen you record during a full moon. What can I say? Also, the cat barged into the door as I... Hold on. Cat's being crazy. I'll be right back. Girl, no, stop. What's happening? So, my roommate has a cat who's always attacking Juniper. So, we have to keep one of them in a room at the time. And so sometimes Juniper likes to be a little dickhead and antagonize her at the door, and that's what she was doing. Her breath stinks like shit. No. Girl. Stop that. Stop. You're being a dickhead. So another thing about this cat is that she has a lot of catnip toys. And I recently found out whenever Juniper's on catnip, she gets really, really aggressive and crazy. And so she's been finding the toys everywhere because there's literally so many of them. So I tried to like close them in the closet. Oh my god, she's going to the door. So I try to close them in the closet, but she finds more, and she's just been crazy lately. So she's going and antagonizing the other cat at the moment. What are your favorite earrings? I love hoop earrings, but I perpetually have these tiny little hoops in my ears. I love them so much. But I also have a double helix piercing, which I think is neat. But yeah, hoops are probably my favorites. I don't really ever take these out unless I'm putting in bigger hoops. But yeah. You post such real advice. Even as a guy, I appreciate it. Thank you for your stuff. No problem. You know, guys, my follower ratio from men to women, I think it's like 89% men and 11% women, which is actually crazy. Pawn. Cat's antagonizing Indica, which is the other cat. Girl. Juniper's in YouTube live stream prison now. Happy early birthday. First video on your channel found was your kinky brain. The video helped me a lot, and family also says I have fangs too. Oh, I'm glad I could help you out. Dude, she just slapped me. Anyway, fang supremacy, they're like the best kind of teeth. And I wouldn't trade my teeth for anything in the world. I love these teeth. Werewolf to furry pipeline. I'm not even going to mention all my furry accusations. Sorry for asking twice. You missed it, and it might be some changing advice. Happy birthday. Any advice on how to overcome trauma due to moving and not speaking the language for a year and never being able to stand up for yourself? I feel like I carry this with me to this day. And not speaking the language as in, like, you moved out of the country or something? Okay, not being able to stand up for yourself, that's something I definitely struggled with growing up. I didn't really have any self-respect, and I wouldn't really, I wouldn't defend myself or anything like that, but it really does take practice and realizing that you're literally just as much of a person as anybody else, and you deserve to be defended just like anybody else. So one thing that really helped me personally with not being able to stand up for myself was I would imagine myself as a little kid and imagine that little kid who would get insulted by all the people she was insulted by growing up and getting like hurt over and over by all these people and nobody defended her. I want you to kind of like think about yourself that way. Think about little you and how nobody would defend you, and then be that person who defends little you. Like that really actually helped me. So I would say that's probably what really helped me personally. Again, alongside with understanding it and kind of beating into your head that you are literally just as equal as every other person, like as your friends, as whoever, whatever in your life, and you deserve to be defended just as much as anybody else does. But I think I'm actually going to scroll up because I did miss a significant amount of questions to talk about my little homeless person story. So let me go back up real quick. Wait there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find all the questions I missed. Might be a second because I'm trying to find the exact area in the chat I was at. Happy birthday. Thank you, Tony G. I wanted to ask, oh yeah, I already read that actually. It's your birthday, LOL. The first video I discovered on your channel was You Can't Keep Running. The video helped a lot as a guy turning 19 in like 1 month. Glad I could help. Also, you guys are making me feel old, and I'm only going to be 20 tomorrow. I just, it feels disgusting. Like I'm gonna be an old head. I found your videos a couple days ago. I keep thinking about them. They really resonate with me. Many thanks for the videos. Of course, guys, I really like that I can help you guys and shift your perspectives in my like own pursuit of doing that. Leos tend to hyperfixate. My mom's a Leo. I am a Leo Mercury and Venus. My chart ruler is a Mercury, my Leo Mercury in the 12th house, actually. Bro, how can I relate so goddamn much to you? Like, it's kind of scary how even on Pepsi, we both like the same type. I don't know, but that's cool. Pasta enjoyer. I gotta go smoke. Go smoke. Go smoke, girl. I mean that in the way where, you know the meme that's like, go piss, girl? Even though you sent that message probably like 20 minutes ago, go smoke, girl. Any advice on how to overcome trauma due to moving and not speaking the language for a year and never being able to I feel like it carries me today. I think I just answered that actually. But did you mean never being able to stand up for yourself because you don't speak the language, or just in general? I won't get to look at the response to that question until I actually get to the bottom of the chat. Just gonna give you a heads up now. Happy birthday! Been enjoying your channel since it was randomly recommended a few days ago. I'm happy. I'm glad. Nice. Thank you. Do people who are Leo kind of seem autistic? I know it's a specific question, but I'm autistic, a Leo, and I have hyperfixation. I'm just reading questions, by the way, but that was directed at somebody else and not me. But I still wanted to look at it. Oh, speaking of hyperfixations, astrology has been a hyperfixation for me, especially when I was in, I'd say high school. I didn't necessarily believe in it then, but like all my friends were into it and were into like all that kind of stuff. So I got really, really hyper fixated on astrology. And I know a good bit now. Oh, also, back to talking about posting on YouTube. If you are interested in growing your page, what I've noticed personally is that daily videos actually skyrocket your stuff into people's feeds just from personal experience. So I take that as you will. All right, I think I caught up. Also, guys, don't be afraid to ask a question twice. If I haven't answered it, it's most likely just because I didn't see it. So, like, literally, don't be afraid to just like throw that at me again. You play too much Skyrim. Me? I've never played Skyrim in my life. Nice cat. Have you tried eating it for dinner? I'm gonna like kick you out. Don't say that. No, I'm kidding. Sometimes I put her in the microwave and I like turn it on for 30 seconds whenever she like really pisses me off. Or sometimes, okay, I'll also switch it up and I'll put her in the washing machine, run it for like 20 minutes. That usually kind of gets her in a more docile state where she'll stop acting up. Jokes. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I don't actually want anybody to think I'm being serious. Do you have a tattoo and what's your opinion on them? I think they're fun. I actually have a lot of opinions on tattoos. I think a lot of people just kind of place them on themselves. They don't kind of taste like they don't I feel like tattoos should like complement your body. It shouldn't just be like random images just blotched everywhere without any sort of taste to them. I think that they should really like complement your shape and like be like a beautiful kind of add-on. Like sometimes people just get really distasteful tattoos in really distasteful places, and I don't know. I can't obviously control anybody's body. That's just my personal opinion. I don't really care what you do, but that's what I think. But I currently have one tattoo, and I think I'm actually gonna get one within the next couple days. But right now it's like what if there's like stuff on my ear? Scared. It's like a koi fish that's red and orange. It's really difficult to see on camera, but that's all I have at the moment. I really like koi fish. I've always really loved koi fish. So I've got this like little red and orange one behind my ear. I kind of got it on a whim, like back in May. But it's actually funny you ask because I'm getting another one soon for my birthday. I'm gonna get a matching one with a friend, and it's going to be the red outline of an anatomical heart because I love hearts and I love how they look. I think they're the most beautiful thing ever. And I'm gonna get it like I'm thinking about getting it on my chest right here, where the heart kind of chakra area would be. If you know, you know, whatever. Or maybe like on my side where my heart is. But it actually really is funny you ask because I've been looking into it all day. Kind of like this. Just beautiful, you know. But like it'd be in red outline, I believe. Like something simple too. She's having a tantrum. Yeah, actually, Juniper's been having tantrums lately. She's just like I'll like walk by her and she'll like slap me with her claws out. I think it's just because she's always on catnip because she always finds toys and it's like she finds ones that I don't like find. So she just like always has access to catnip and then she just goes crazy on it. My brother has the fang thing going on with his teeth. It's so cool. I know. I love fangs. I got a phantom notification. Juniper visible cursing. Guys, I found out that Juniper's actually a year old recently. Like, I totally missed her birthday and I didn't even know. Hold on, actually, I'm gonna close my blinds real quick. If you guys are curious, Juniper's birthday is July 21st. She is a Cancer. Please come to Brazil. I really want to travel, guys. I don't have a passport at the moment, though. I don't know what that noise was. But I would I guess it's the neighbors up on some shenanigans. Oh, they're like, you know the little things that come out of the door stoppers that you flick and it goes. I think they're just flicking that from the other side. But yeah, I do want to travel. I really want to leave the US, but I don't have a passport at the moment. Have you ever thought that oh, have you ever thought that while you poop, there's thousands of others people too? You were never alone. I didn't want to think about that, to be honest. You put an image in my head that I would rather not have had in my head. Leilani, do you have any kind of background with your advice/content, or is it just experience? What do you mean by oh my god, these kids, dude, they like pull my freaking leg. Just, what do you mean by background with my advice and content? Like, do you mean going to school and like learning about it? Because I really just speak on my experience. You guys tell me that I say a lot of things similar to like specific philosophers. I know Alan Watts is one of them, but I actually don't watch content or read about content from other people often at all. And the only person I could say I really have looked to is Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, which I really like a lot of his philosophies. But no, everything I speak on has come from experience. I won't ever speak on something I haven't experienced and found solutions through in my own life. I think standing up for yourself is hard because it prolongs conflict, but it's necessary for self-growth. Yes, that's very true. A very big lesson I've learned in recent years has been to just confront people, to just call people out, and to just like get mad at people, because I've always been the kind of person who's like, I've always been victimized. Not okay, that's a bad sentence. Oh, a little double chin. I've always kind of I a lot of the time I have been victimized in my entire life, and I would see the other person's perspective, and I would understand, or I would forgive them because I understood, and I wouldn't like talk back. I wouldn't really get mad at people like I should have. And I've learned. Sorry, I want to put it out of the way. I also have been the perpetrator several times. I'm not saying I'm always a victim. I'm that's not what I meant. But sorry, I couldn't get on with my sentence physically until I said that. I have been a perpetrator in several cases. But yeah, something I've learned in recent years is that you really just got to start getting angry whenever people are awful to you. You really, because like whenever you don't get angry, you just continue to allow that behavior. And I noticed whenever I wouldn't get mad or I'd continue forgiving people, that's when I'd keep allowing the behavior, and that's when I'd keep getting treated awfully. And then one day I realized, hey, actually, I don't do this stuff to other people. I try to be good to other people. I am aware of these things. I don't do these things to other people. I don't insult other people. I'm not this, and this. So why should I tolerate it from other people? You know, like I kind of just had to stop being okay with everybody treating me awfully. And then I started getting mad. Sometimes I'll go off on people. Like I'm in my revenge era. I've always been kind of just, I don't want to say docile, but I've never really stood up for myself at any point in my life. And I've been learning that the past couple of years. And especially as of, that was my, especially as of recently, because I've been taken advantage of so many times because of my incapability to stand up for myself in the moment. But actually, as of the past couple weeks, I've been getting a lot better at that. And I've actually been starting to be mean to people who are like mistreating me, is like upfront too. So it's very satisfying to finally be able to stand up for yourself and be mean to people who are just so awful to you or take advantage of you. And it's a lot more peaceful too. You'd think it was harder, but one of my shoulders is also always like significantly higher than the other. You'd think it would make things worse, but you can simply confront people and then cut them off. God, I am probably so annoying to my ops, because one thing I will always do is I will like go off on them and then I'll just block them before they can respond. It's like actually kind of evil, but it's only whenever they've been just terrible to me that I do that kind of thing. But yeah, standing up to people is like the most freeing thing ever. I swear to God, it's so much nicer than being passive and continuously letting people treat you awfully. I swear to goodness, like I swear to God, I'm not religious. I just a sentence. Happy birthday! Thank you for the happy birthdays, guys. But I'm not speaking on conflict with parents though. That's different. That's tricky. That's tricky. If you're in a really bad situation and you're like a underage and you're living with your parents, that's a really tricky situation. Personally, I never stood up for myself in any situation besides parents. I was a very okay. This is a lot to get into. I used to confront my parents about everything. I wasn't necessarily aggressive. My parents were not very good to me growing up. And so I would always find a logic in oh, they're treating me wrong. I would like bring it up and be like, hey, this isn't fair, this. And then that would make them angry, and then they would blow up. And I kind of had to learn over time to keep my composure. And I used to like really like blow up at them. And then over time I saw, that didn't help. So I would learn to keep my composure in incredibly stressful situations, which I still have the capability of now, which is actually kind of weird because I've personally noticed with myself that it's in the most stressful moments that I'm always the most completely present and calm and like calm. Like it's always in like a lot of stress and pressure. Like whenever everybody's screaming around me or whenever just dumpster fires around me, that is when I am the calmest and most clear of mind. And that's probably not a good thing. But I forgot where I was going with that sentence. Oh yeah, I used to always confront my parents, and it didn't end well. It got me in a lot of trouble. But I was a very confrontational kid. I wouldn't put up with abuse and shit. But it oftentimes end me up in places like maybe I shouldn't mention on this channel. With like a busted lip or my light switch punched in and destroyed, and my lights around my room torn off. Just screaming fights from my parents. Like they didn't like being told they were wrong. So, confrontation with parents whenever you're living in their house is a very tricky thing. I'm not going to go and tell you to go do that. That's a you decision. But if I were in that situation now, oh goodness, I don't even want to think about that. I might just no, I actually don't even want to think about it. Maybe I would like protect my peace and kind of put my head down and stay in my room and ignore them. But I'm not the kind of person who easily takes being controlled or like being treated terribly. And that kind of, I would never stand up for myself with anybody in my life except for my parents because I was so used to it over and over. And I'd always like beg for them to hear me and communicate. And I'd always like try to be logical with them and tell them like my logical perspective. And it was always, no, this because I told you so. Their logic was always because I told you so. Because I had a very particularly controlling stepdad, pretty violent. And my mom, she made it her goal in life, and I'm going to tell you this in exact quotes. She made it her goal in life to be a submissive housewife. She told me and my sisters that. So she would never actually do anything to stop anything like that. So I didn't really have a good childhood. Controlling stepdad who wants to control your actions mixed with an enabling mom, not the best combination. Mind you, she never got anything. He never did anything to her. It was only ever her children, and she was okay with it for some reason. But I am oversharing online. I probably should stop talking. I don't know why I went on a little tangent. But I think what I was talking about was confrontation with parents. It's really a tricky topic, and how you handle that is depending on how much you're willing to get in return and what you're willing to get back from your parents. Because I mean, there would be occurrences where actually I don't think I'm gonna use the stream to trauma dump. I'm gonna go back to answering questions. All right, like I said, my sister's birthday, so I gotta leave soon. Have a good stream and fun birthday. Thank you so much. I definitely missed you, but bye, John. Sorry, I was saying if Juniper was at the door. And happy birthday to your sister, by the way. Question, what's the cure to... I'm not answering that. Screw you, chef. If you guys hear meowing, that's Indica, the second cat who lives here. No idea who you are, but YouTube recommended in it. Happy birthday. Thank you. I apologize if you joined the stream the second I started trauma dumping about my entire childhood. That was like the actual worst point to join at. But I appreciate it. What do you think about Ayn Rand? Your personal philosophy is kind of similar to what she wrote. I don't know who that is, so I don't have an opinion on her. Colored tattoos, meh. I prefer colored tattoos. I like red a lot. That tattoo looks cool, like a bloodline birthmark from an anime. I get a lot of people tell me like they don't really like it looks like a scratch or like an injury of some sort, which I don't mind because it's behind my ear. Nobody can really see it unless I actually show them. So I just think it's a little fun thing. I really like koi fish, and I like the way it kind of looks like a flame. I really love fire. I think I'm a pretty fiery person. Are you a sane person? I don't. I think everybody's. I don't want to say insane in their own way. That sounds like a cringy millennial quote. But I think every person is really into their own subjective view of the world and themselves, that anybody really could be classified as insane if you really like go into like their beliefs and what they think. Like, say from a totally neutral perspective, you go into a Christian's like beliefs, they believe in like God and heaven, like that could be classified as insane to some people. Or somebody, let me think, somebody who's more energetic and more emotional, some people would classify them as insane. I think anybody could be classified as insane. Everything is subjective. So I don't know how to answer that. Am I sane? Heart symbol is associated with Fibonacci and golden ratio. I think I've heard of those things. I don't quite know what you're talking about. I love small tattoos like these. Thank you. Sounds terrifying. Holy shit. Yeah. I didn't have the best childhood. One second. Makes a lot of sense. I just wasn't sure if you had read a lot of books, did some classics, etc. No, again, just about everything I speak about really is an experience. The only book on philosophy I've really read, again, is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Have you ever dealt with FOMO, fear of missing out? Yeah. I'd say I get FOMO. Oh, sorry. I'd say I get FOMO if I'm like really interested in what my friends are doing. I either really don't care or I do. It's like there's no in between. But the thing about me is I tend to kind of be at the center of all of, I don't want to say drama, but all of the everything in my friend group. I kind of always tend to be the person who like everybody like goes to about it. So I don't have to deal with the issue of FOMO because I kind of tend to be in the middle of things all the time. Partially because I'm curious and I go around asking, and partially because I might be a bit of a pop stirrer. Not really, guys. I'm not like evil or anything. I used to, so when I was younger, I didn't really have any beliefs on death or what happens after death. And I thought it was like, I just believed the general everything goes black and stops existing theory. And the only reason I would ever feel bad about the idea of dying is because I'd get FOMO on what's going on in the world. Literally, how? My birthday is July 23rd. Stopping giving me goosebumps, you beautiful bastard. Aw, your birthday is 2 days after Juniper's. Well, I think arguing with parents could be so helpful if they understand their power is the root of the apple tree. Yeah. I don't know why my voice wavered. Yeah, I wish people, I think, sorry, I'm stuttering. Not stuttering, I'm just not getting my sentence correct together. I think one vital thing as a parent that you should have is the capability of listening and being able to admit when you're wrong and to change. You can't be stubborn and be a because I said so kind of person. That's just going to raise children who despise you. Being open-minded and willing to be wrong is very important when raising children. Or it's going to be a literal living hell for the children you're raising, like their experience growing up. How old are you turning? I'm turning 20. That's so awesome and not fucked up at all. I agree. I had such a wonderful childhood, guys. God, stories I could tell. There's a reason evil step-parents are a thing in fairy tales. Oh my god, guys. I used to punch the door. One time, my stepdad busted my lip. And like that day I was so mad, I punched a hole in the wall. And that just caused a lot more issues. I didn't think I didn't think I could punch a hole in the wall, but I punched the wall and a big old hole was there. And they're like, you're gonna have to pay for that. And then I never ended up paying for it. Feel free to ignore this question as it may be personal, but do you take something like medication for ADHD? I'm thinking to go for ADHD scanning sometime soon. No, I don't. ADHD medication, I've talked about this on my streams before. ADHD medications, I used to take them all throughout school growing up. And it really just made me feel like a robot, and like I didn't quite enjoy living. Like I would do really good in school. I had a perfect 4.0 for the couple of years I was on it, and I had all A pluses. But I didn't feel alive. I felt like a robot, and it's just not very fun. What is your time zone? I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Hello, Luke. People are scaring me outside right now. Crazy shit. I have her social security number. Awesome. Don't worry about it though. Happy birthday. Thank you. Where am I right now? If you could see. Fellow Virgo. I was born on the 4th. Virgo's on top of the best. If you didn't see earlier, I'm actually a Virgo stellium and a Virgo rising, and all of my Virgo planets are in my first house, so I'm like the biggest Virgo in the entire world. What do you think about AI? Oh, I have a lot of opinions on AI. I don't like what it's doing to art. I don't like the capabilities it has in the hands of greedy people who want to make money and capitalize off of that. And I think it's going to slowly lead to the destruction of creativity and culture being created by people in the world. I think it's going to replace like a bunch of artistic things that should only be done by humans. I really don't. AI is good for some things, but it shouldn't be in creative areas. It shouldn't, and that really actually upsets me. I could probably go on a tangent if my mind wasn't slowly dying right now. I'm kind of getting a bit tired. Again, AI is good for some things, but it's bad. It's just not a good mixture in a capitalistic society, in areas that would take advantage of that for money. Happy birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. You're gonna get some posters behind that couch. I'm in my living room, so maybe. Hey, Jennifer. She's at my feet right now. Favorite kind of cake? I'd say angel food cake. I love angel food cake. Are you an early bird or a night owl? I am a night owl, unfortunately. I wish with every single like ounce of anything in me that I was an early bird, but I am a night owl. I try so hard to wake up early, guys. You don't even understand. I'm trying so hard to fix my sleep schedule right now. It's like my curse. I've always had insomnia. I've always stayed up really late. I think I finally caught up on chat though, guys, if you want to ask more questions. They call me AI or Al. Also, if I've missed any of you guys' questions, you can just send them again. I probably just didn't see them. I've woken up at 5 days recently and it's awesome. I literally envy you so much. My favorite thing in the entire world is the time of day whenever the sun is just rising. It is my favorite thing ever. And like I never get to experience it lately. I've been waking up at like 12, 1, 2, 3. It's just grueling. Like my day passes by so fast and I just feel so unproductive. But I woke up really early today because I was hungover and I couldn't go back to sleep. I just wasn't comfortable. So I woke up at 6 today. So I'm a bit fried in the mind. But I did have a productive day. I always have productive days when I wake up early, and I try so hard to wake up early. Sorry, I'm burping, guys. It's just not natural to me, unfortunately. If you could solve one problem in the world right now, what would it be? Oh, guys, let me just recalibrate my mind real quick. I'm like burnt out. All right, one issue in the world. I would fix stubbornness. I would just remove that. I would make everybody in the world more open-minded. Oh my God, the progress we'd make if everybody was just open-minded, not stubborn in their ways. There's a new AI coming out in 2025 that's way too powerful. It's going from a closed system to an open system on the internet. What's this AI that's coming out? How do you feel about materialistic people who only care about money and nothing else? I hate it. That's a complicated question. If you're not harming anybody in the process, go for it, I guess. But if you're taking from people actively, if you're being like a disgusting capitalistic pig who's hoarding money and taking advantage of other people, I actually despise you, and that's disgusting. And I think money is not the root of the world, and it's sad that a lot of people prioritize that more than anything. But yeah, I can't stand like people who like screw other people over, disgusting piggies who take advantage of others and fuck them over just to make more money. It's disgusting. Like one time I saw a clip from, I think it's called Shark Tank, where this guy is like a farmer. He is selling trees, and like one of the guys is just like, well, I think he was trying to sell the trees for like I think $7 each, and like one of the guys he was talking to was like, well, that's unrealistic. You should make it $14. And the guy was like, but these are farmers I'm selling to, and he's like, well, I won't make a profit off of this, and me and you need to put dinner on our tables as if he's not like a millionaire, whatever. And it's just like so disgusting. It's so like I never really felt strongly about it before, and then I saw that clip and I just like had to sit there and realize how truly disgusting that is. Like all that mattered to this guy was the profit incentive, and this was for farmers. And like I money isn't a bad thing. It's really just the intentions of the people who make money. It's your intentions with money. It's anybody who wants to make money. It's their intentions and how they use it that make it good or bad. But you seem to be talking about people who only care about that in like a selfish way. So that's what I guess I answer your question. What's your biggest dream in life? Like, what would a perfect day look like? Maybe one day I will have a wonderful lover. Maybe we'll be cooking meals, laughing, making jokes. I'll live somewhere and I won't work to live. I won't feel burdened by life. I'll probably be grounded. I might read a book. Just really enjoy my day. Maybe I'd have a family. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really been enjoying existing, I guess, lately. I haven't been super grounded. So something I've been struggling with the past couple of years is an incapability to kind of just enjoy existing where I'm at right now. I kind of, in my mind, I feel like I have to be doing one thing or another. And once I do one thing, I have to go to the next, and then the next, and then the next, and there's no real achievement in it. And it's not like I want to actually do those things. It's more like my mind never feels satisfied. And I feel like I constantly have to chase something. and I just can't exist in the moment. So I don't know if I could answer that question to a full capacity, to be honest. But I imagine it's my dream life is one where I am peaceful and living in the moment, and I'm grounded and I enjoy it. And maybe I have a lover, and maybe I read, and maybe I do all these things I love, and maybe I'm just completely satisfied with my life and my career and everything. And I have good friends, all that stuff. Shout out to being hungover. Yep. Happy birthday, Virgo. Thank you. Being hungover sucks. You know, I know how to avoid being hungover. I literally just have to drink a lot of water, and yet my silly ass does not for some reason. My grandma just texted me. I haven't talked to her, that woman, in a while. I forgot what I was saying, though. Oh, yeah, shout out to being hungover. I literally just have to drink water, and I just don't. And I induce my own suffering for whatever freaking reason, and it's pure stupidity. The new AI will be able to edit videos for you and stuff. Kind of scary. Oh, I heard about that. Like where people can like recreate other people with AI and like recreate them doing stuff or whatever. That really friggin' sucks because people are gonna be able to take advantage of that specifically. And no, I don't actually think I could say that on here on YouTube and still monetize off of this. So I'm not gonna go back to that topic, but. No, that's actually really awful. Do you fuck with dark chocolate? Yeah, it depends on the dark chocolate. I had I tried this really good like mushroom chocolate thing the other day, and it's like a Pocky stick kind of stem, but then like the mushroom top is like dark chocolate mixed with milk chocolate, and it was so fucking good. Like the mixture was amazing. Sometimes stubbornness is healthy, and you have to be somewhat stubborn if you want to manifest your dreams. That is true. Stubbornness can be good, but I just mean excessively, it's bad. I just wish everybody in the world were a bit more open-minded to other views and such. And I hope you get the gist of what I mean. World hunger is what I would solve, and my crush liking me back. I feel like if we solved open-mindedness and a willingness to see others' perspective more, it would slowly trickle down into solving other issues like world hunger and different things. It would solve a lot of issues. My eyes itching. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Ooh, I like mint chocolate chip. Specifically green mint chocolate chip. Will you build a system where scum rises to the top? Yep. They're so greedy. They record their greed to make more money. Disgusting. I know. You guys are going to make me mad just reading these comments. Did you have a partner? Like in my life? Yeah, I've dated a few people before. Not currently at the moment, which I probably shouldn't share because I do have some people who are really weird in my comments and my DMs. But yes, I've had partners. Fun fact: my first boyfriend was in 8th and 9th grade. He was like my high school boyfriend, and he cheated on me with 2 people. One of which was my first boyfriend or he wasn't my real first boyfriend, this high school one, but my first boyfriend from 6th grade that I had dated for like a year. He cheated on me with him, and he also cheated on me with my best friend, who was also a guy. So that was fun. I have nothing else to say on that. My second partner wasn't really a partner, but was at the same time. But I'd say like that's the closest thing I've had to like an actual boyfriend. But that was also when I was like 13, 14, 15, 16, all those ages. So I wouldn't even say it's like real necessarily. But I mean, I've also dated people before, like, but it also wasn't real. It was more like just like, you know, whenever you're young and you just kind of like date people. Not that I was like going around dating everybody and their mom when I was like 10 years old. I used to be online a lot, so I'd have like online partners sometimes. So it wasn't like real. It wasn't real. So I'd say the like closest thing I've had to real like partnership was that boyfriend who cheated on me with 2 dudes. My best friend and my first boyfriend, mind you. And oh my god, I have so much to say on that fucking guy. What a character, but I'm not gonna. That's not my business. He's not my business anymore. Fantasizing about a beautiful life is so peaceful and nice. I want that feeling of safety and comfort so bad. I feel you, dude. Lately, I've been looking into Ireland and like images from Ireland, and I have a book on it. And it's like sometimes I've just been escaping to like a place on a cliff over like the seaside, sort of with water coming up on a shore, a beautiful area. And I've just been escaping to there to kind of rest on the cliffside in my mind. So life's just been pretty stressful and a bit much lately. Do you do anything with your life right now to build towards that dream? Yes, very slowly. I probably should actually work harder on that though, because I'm not really going to get there without doing anything. Money doesn't change who you are, just shows what you've always been. No swipe to the right. What do you mean? Am I like swiping my nose? Go drink water. Me? Mint chocolate chip rise up. That's so true. So much mint chocolate chip. Oh my gosh. Oh, my mind is already scrambled. Mint chocolate chip realness. You listen to Animal Co? No, I don't know what that is. Dang, cheated on you with the boys. Yes. Mind you, we were in the South. I grew up in the South. And this guy cheated on me with 2 other guys. Again, one of which was my first boyfriend and the second my best friend at the time. Very fun guy. And the thing is that I wouldn't talk about him in the way I have been if he weren't still the kind of person he is today. But no, I've cut him off. Leilani, what's something you wish us boys knew more of? Like about girls, because I have a lot of opinion on that. I think in this society, men are kind of raised and taught not to humanize women, and that manifests in a lot of different ways. It might not even just be seeing them as sexual objects. It could be a bunch of different ways, but it does manifest. And we kind of guys kind of separate themselves from women. Like they don't kind of see them as people in the same way they see men as people. And I'm not saying every guy is like seeing women as objects. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying it manifests differently in most guys. Not every single guy is like that, obviously, but most guys I've met. And if I were to give guys advice, it would just be to humanize women more and to view them the same way you'd view your buddy or a guy close to you. Or if you want to like date a girl or get close to the girl, we're human too. You don't have to like put on an act to impress us or play games. Literally just talk to us like a person. Talk to us like you would a guy or like a friend or something. Because we're not something outside of you. We're person people too, just like you are. Hi, Calquimo. Is it your birthday? Not right now. It's gonna be my birthday in a couple hours tomorrow. But I'm busy all day tomorrow, so I'm streaming now. Yeah, I'm turning 100 years old, guys. Triple digits. Damn, I guess he was clearly more into guys, but probably couldn't admit it to himself. Sucks that he strung you along and cheated. Hope he grew stronger from the experience. Yeah, he was bisexual. He wasn't hiding it or anything. He did date a guy before me. He just cheated on me and strung me along, yeah. I want to give you guys more details because it's funny, but like I don't think I could monetize off of this video if I did. Girly, hydrate now. I'm not like unhydrated. I've been drinking water all day. It's just I was talking about when I drink, I just forget to drink water a lot of the time, which is kind of silly. You know, the thing with that guy though is that he is bisexual with a preference for guys, but he's like in a long-term relationship with like my number one biggest op ever, which is a girl. And he's been in like a happy relationship with her for a few years now, apparently, which I just found out kind of recently, which was crazy to me. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's on his own thing. He's not. It's not my business. It's not my business. But I kind of feel like I get to say this a little bit because he randomly like insulted me out of the blue recently, and he kind of tried to fight with me for no reason. So I like blocked him. But I'm not gonna say anything more because that's kind of evil, even though he's true. What do you think about a situation where a girl used to like me for a few months, lost feelings, then I liked her, and she's just telling me to wait because it could come back? She's my best friend. What do I do? I would say not to rely on the crush. You know how whenever you have a crush, you kind of have that hope in mind that it's gonna like turn into something more eventually. I just say kind of like lose hope for that. Like don't rely on it. Don't encourage the feelings of the crush because a lot of times when people say just wait for me to feel this way or they don't like reciprocate it in that way, there's not a high chance they're gonna feel that way. They might force themselves to, but it might be a whole thing. Don't force anything. Just keep acting the same. Just keep being friends. Keep treating them as you always have. I just wouldn't perpetuate that crush in your mind or feed into it, and just naturally see what happens over time. But again, just don't lay all your hope onto it, which is kind of a sad thing to hear. But to spare your own feelings, I wouldn't. I was taught to treat women equally, which is nice. That's awesome. Again, I wasn't saying all men are like that, but I've noticed a majority of men I've met have been like that. And even if it hasn't manifested as the typical objectification of women in their eyes, like, oh, they're just sex objects, this, or this, it has kind of manifested in other ways I've noticed, where it's a lot more subtle, but it's still a thing that exists. Or they just see women as like a completely different species than them. And the thing is that we're literally like, we're all human, we're all the same. We're not like anything outside of each other. It goes both ways, to be fair. There's a war on gender, lol. We complement each other, to be honest. Yeah, I think. Actually, I'm not going to go on a rant, but we like to divide ourselves, people do, between woman, man, gay, straight, like different races. Like we divide ourselves so much, and it's a lot. I can go on a tangent about that, but I won't even say it's us dividing ourselves. It's kind of something that people in power do so that we don't use our power in numbers, but I'm not going to go into detail. But women do it too. I just noticed that men do it in their own very specific way. Oh god. Also go drink water. Answering questions can wait. Oh, my Brita filter is empty though. Oh wait, actually I already have a cup of water. That's why it's empty. All right, bye-bye. I'll be back. All right. Ignore the black specks in it. Oh wait, they weren't even visible until I slowed down. It's because I was drinking tea earlier and the bag opened and I didn't rinse it out before putting water in here. What if we are consciousness expressing itself as everything, like reincarnating over and over until we live the life of every being that has or will exist? That'd be fun. I used to hate the idea of reincarnation, but I think it's like my favorite theory on what happens after death. Congrats on the 100s. You look quite young. What's your secret? I'm a vampire. That's why I have fangs. What if I secretly like actually am a vampire? And I'm saying right now, I'm like pinning this as a joke, but I'm being serious, but I'm also pinning it as a joke. So you could just think I'm joking, but I am a vampire. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. It's way too much work to be a bigot, so why would you do it in the first place? Exactly. Save your energy for something useful instead of saying something and being sexist. I think a lot of people preserve a lot of their energy for hating for some reason. And it's just like, go do something else. Like, that's like literally not even fun. Like, actually find something better to do. Special K with the strawberries. Good choice. I love Special K. It's probably my favorite cereal. Probably like with the yogurt clusters, though. I like that one. Are y'all talking about relationships? We kind of were. I was talking about my high school relationship, sort of. And then I started talking about men and women. I mean, okay, I'm not only saying that like men do it. I know there's a trend on the internet with women where we tend to separate ourselves from men and like make them out to be some like evil, awful thing, and to just hate them all off the bat, which I feel complicated on. I think it's another method of dividing us from each other. But I don't want to go into that. I don't feel like it. Men and women do their own shit to pin each other against each other. I think it's stupid. We should all just be friends. But I'm not like biased to any like gender or anything specifically. It actually makes me sad that 90% of my followers, literally 90% of my followers are men. I need more women in here. Like, it makes me so excited when a woman comments on one of my videos or like talks in a live stream. I literally made someone a moderator yesterday just because she was a woman. Like, I got so excited. I love women. Are you into polyamorous stuff? Sounds like that, or I just didn't understand the story. Haha. Okay, so no, I'm not polyamorous, guys. So my high school boyfriend cheated on me with 2 dudes. I did not know about it, and I did not consent to that. It was not polyamorous. Mind you, one was my best friend at the time, and the other one was my first boyfriend ever. So no, I'm not polyamorous. Sorry to disappoint. Very much monogamous. I remember a girl I really liked ended up dating another girl I also used to really like. That's awful. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My condolences. I felt pretty pathetic at first, then realized it was actually a good thing. What do you mean by that? Why was that a good thing? Like, you were happy for them? Sorry. Honey Bunches of Oats, that's a good one. No more Cookie Crisps? I liked them when I was a kid. What are your standards on a relationship? For me, I don't got much. Mostly, I focus on the kind of personality and aspirations in life. So for me, in a relationship with somebody, it would have to be, wow, I actually have a list on my phone. I have a lot of standards. So this person would have to be open-minded. They would have to obviously be not a bad person. They would have to be open to communication. They would have to be communicative, and just a generally good person. Other than that, I don't really care. I don't have preferences besides them literally just being an open-minded, like respectful, good person. Because if I like you, I like you. I don't tend to discriminate with personality or looks. How old are you? I'm 19 for like 3 more hours. Something like that. Or you're a vampire. Yes, I'm a vampire, guys. That's why I got bangs, and that's why my skin is so pale. My theory is that you keep reincarnating until your soul is ready to become one with everything. That's a fun theory. I like reincarnation. Yesterday, somebody commented, like, and they started their comment with, hold on, actually, let me find it real quick. Yesterday, somebody commented on one of my videos, and they started their sentence with, as a 1,000-year-old soul, and I was just like, nah. Don't do you think I'm gonna take your No offense. Do you think I'm gonna take you more seriously because you're starting your sentence with, "Oh, I'm such an old soul, by the way, so I should be more. I should be taken more seriously." Nah, just nah. And then they kind of proceeded to say something that was kind of bullshit. I'm being mean. I guess. But yeah, I like the idea of reincarnation. I like to think that's true. I just turned 100, guys. Yeah, I lied about being 19. I'm physically 19, but I'm actually 100. Specifically 101. God bless women. Yes, I love women. With regards to the generation. Yeah, it's actually disappointing. Like, I need women subscribers. Like, too much men. I'm joking. I don't have a bias towards any gender. I'm just joshing around. God bless women. Gotta be the best gender. You're right. Actually, I take back my statement. Women are the best. I love women. Wait, no, that was okay. It's two people I really liked making each other happy. Okay, that's nice. I'm glad you took it that way. That's really what's the word? I'm gonna say respectable view. Yeah, that's the word. Honestly, even as a straight guy, I've always just felt more comfortable around women because some men can have toxic masculinity and it's weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail on men or women. I don't really feel like it right now, and I'm a bit scrambled in the brain. So I've been awake since 6 a.m. I'm hungover. I'm hungover. I'm pretty tired. I didn't get much sleep, so like my brain's kind of scrambled. So I'm not gonna go super into detail because I'm not gonna articulate it very well, and I'm just gonna I don't want to be misinterpreted and all that fun stuff. If you're on the internet, you're automatically a man anyway. No exceptions. What? I agree on the separation. I'm in class right now, in which outside of our 4, there are 26 girls, and they constantly put all the blame on us and tell us we are worthless, but I don't care how well. Her. I'm not gonna make comments on gender right now. Both genders villainize the other. As a 1,000-year-old soul, straight from the ego, mate. I know. I'm okay. I can't say anything. It's so mean. But it's like, first off, their comment had nothing to do with my video, and second off, I shouldn't be saying that. That's okay. I don't want to be mean. No offense, but like 1,000 years is like what, 10 or 15 incarnations. That's like 10 100-year-old lives. Sorry. Okay, I'm not insulting. I'm not hating. But it is funny that somebody thought that starting their sentence or message with that would make me take their message more seriously. Mind if I ask you some advice? Well, to make it short, I have this really pretty and cool trans mask friend who I really like, but he kind of loves someone else who is also trans mask. I would say not to put your hopes on it. Don't give yourself false hope because you might just end up disappointing yourself. You might end up just being really hurt, and it's really hard. It's really difficult to actually like take advice like that. But to preserve yourself, I wouldn't put hope into it. I wouldn't discourage you from pursuing it necessarily. But if they're into somebody else and they're not showing interest in you, I wouldn't put hope into that. And I would just continue being their friend. And I want to say, I personally, I know how to kind of stop feeling things for people or feeling like crushes or something, for example. I kind of know how to cut that out. But I would say just try to kind of like let that fade off, like let that crush kind of fade and kind of tell yourself there's nothing to be found here. And if one day they like you back, that's cool. Go for it. But like, I wouldn't put my hope into that. Also, 1,000-year-old soul is actually pretty young considering the universe is infinite. Yeah. You know, fun fact, we are the 3D and time isn't actually linear. Time is something very unique to the 3D. So like that doesn't even really make sense. Like just saying as a 1,000-year-old soul in general, it just doesn't really make sense. I mean, unless you're like saying as somebody who's lived on Earth for 1,000 years, but in 3D time. Yeah, honestly, even as a straight guy, I've always felt more comfortable around women because some men... Oh, wait, I already read that, actually. Oh, wait, it scrolled me up a bit. Hi. I don't know what to do. Like, wait until he was able and shoot, or just staying friends? I would just say you should stay friends. Again, if one day they, like, end up liking you or they get over their crush, that's awesome. Go for it. But I wouldn't... Again, I wouldn't put up into that. I wouldn't feed into the crush in your mind. I'd kind of just let it wane off. But if they're into somebody else, I wouldn't also wait for that, because you might just be waiting on nothing. What is your go-to for 2 a.m. scrolling? If I'm feeling particularly irresponsible, it'll be TikTok, but I probably like Instagram Reels or something. Women are my favorite guy. Wait, are you quoting the song? Are you quoting the song? The women are my favorite guy. It's like something, they never die. Women are my favorite guy. It's the funniest fucking song ever. By the way, I don't know if you knew this, but men are biologically women as fetus and turn into a man over gestation. I knew that. That's like really cool, actually. XYZ curious. What conclusions have you reached to decipher that you're a 1,000-year-old soul? Guys, okay, it would actually like suck if this person was in the live stream and just like saw everybody flaming them. I'm actually kind of cruel for having a little laugh over it. You should quit drinking. It's bad for your future. I only do it every once in a while. I think I'm here to have fun, so I drink every once in a while. I mean, it's not bad unless it's in excess. Something will never die. Women are my favorite. I put the functioning and functioning alcoholic. Yeah, guys, I think I could land a plane while drunk, just saying. If you need to reincarnate that much, this is a lot about you. All right. Don't go there. That, I don't even think 1,000 years is a lot necessarily in the context of reincarnation. Like that literally is 10 100-year-old lives. Like it's actually not a lot if you think about it. You just made another op out of whoever commented that. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of being evil today. I'm not typically this like mean. I don't typically make fun of people. I just thought it was funny. I don't think they're watching this. I don't think I had to like go check the username to make sure I didn't see him in here. Yeah, I'm actually very in the wrong for getting shits and gigs out of this. I just thought it was so fucking funny. I was talking to my friend about it the other day. Just wanted to share that joy with you guys. I mean, okay, if you're starting a comment on somebody's page with as a 1,000-year-old soul, like to try to capture someone's attention or try to have some sort of credentials, it's just like you're kind of like proving the opposite of your point. Like nobody genuinely humble and like experienced and wise is going to be saying that shit. That's so mean. I'm being so mean, guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm not typically like this. I'm not typically this like mean. It's that hangover meanness. I think it's funny though. I just think it's funny. It's funny. All my perspectives are super skewed because of the gender gap. I don't care most of the time, but it does affect making friends in online communities. Don't believe one way or another in reincarnation, but I used to really be into Taoism. Cool. All right, from now on, I'll start my comments like as a 100-year-old vampire. I was born in the late 90s, but I'm obsessed with like 80s and 90s shit, so my style kind of reflects it. I'm obsessed with vinyls, cassettes, and the whole aesthetic. Would you say you're similar? I don't know, but I'm like really into 60s, 70s, 80s music. It's my favorite. I don't want to say genre, but it's my favorite type of music. I've just always really liked it, so I guess I'm kind of similar in that aspect. I'm also always been really drawn to Japanese culture, specifically around the like 1500s. But I don't know. I guess one time I went to a Reiki healer. I would see him often. He told me a recent life, according to him, he said a recent life I'd had was in that time period in Japan, actually, which I think is interesting. I've always had a fascination with it. I'm also like a quarter Japanese too. I'm like the whitest person ever. I'm actually probably being embarrassing saying that. Like, you know, the white people who are like, I'm 10% this, 5% this, and that's what I feel like I sound like when I said that. Thing is, he and I kind of have something going on, but I want to try and wait because, like, he really gets me. I don't know. Have you tried talking to him about it? That's a tricky situation. I wouldn't like invest a lot of hope into it, but at the same time, that's tricky. I'd communicate. I'd talk it out, maybe, but maybe I don't know. I don't know. Very true. Personally, I cut alcohol out for good. I've been a massive stoner for years. I find it helps me personally. That's cool. Are you afraid of catching HIV? Not particularly. Particularly, I don't sleep around. Not saying not no hate to anybody who does. I'm just not that kind of person. I think I would have like a panic attack if I like slept with somebody I wasn't like in love with for several years prior. Well, maybe not several years, but I have to be like really into somebody, and I have to be like really whatever. I don't sleep around much at all. I never really sleep with anybody. As a 1,000-year-old soul, as a 10,000-year-old soul, I think it's funny. I'm reading a comment. I'm not saying that, guys. Not a question. Just want to say thanks for your videos. They help me a lot. Aw, I'm glad. I like that I can help people. That makes me so happy. It like actually makes me want to continue. What's your birthday? September 8th. So tomorrow, a few hours from now. I love Japan, amazing place. It's way bigger than it looks on maps for whatever reason. Yeah, I think the map, like the world map, is actually skewed, and things are like sizes of states and such are actually shrunken, or not states, but countries and such are actually shrunken and expanded to fit on the globe. I don't know why. Like the sizes aren't actually accurate to what we're generally shown on maps and globes. Fun fact. Do you know Lana Del Rey? I grew up with 60s, 70s, 80s music, so it was hard to get into newer stuff for a while. But Lana seems to vibe with older stuff more. Yeah, I know of Lana Del Rey. I like some of her music. I should probably get more into it. Her voice is really pretty, and it sounds like, I want to say her stuff sounds like magical in a way. My personal advice is don't put your happiness in the hands of other people. Yep. I 1000% agree with that. Never let other people decide what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel anything. Like, that should be in your hands only. Yeah, don't ever put your happiness or basically your control of you in other people's hands. It's not a good way to lead a good life. It's getting late for me. Great life. You're a great person. Thank you. Have a great birthday. Really glad I stumbled upon your channel. Have a good night. It was fun having you here. That's cool. What year? September 8th, 2004. I don't know if I should be sharing so much online. Whatever though. Why do you want to know what year? Hello, one person who just joined. I noticed you. Actually, I'm also caught up on the chat right now, so you guys can like ask me questions or just talk to me and I'll be able to respond. Oh yeah, evil Leilani. Oh my god, me and my coworker used to do this thing where we'd like kind of quote. Okay, do you guys know like the TikTokers who like do the like that kind of stuff? Like we would always just like back when I was serving, we'd always just randomly go up to each other and do that kind of thing, and it was just for like shits and gigs. But I like cringed when I just did that out of context when I said evil Leilani. I had to give you guys context so you didn't think I was just doing. Is the chat dead? Oh yeah, the weird cosplay thing. Like anime cosplay and such. But why do you want to know what year I was born? I do not know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Should I not have done that? Like, do I deserve to like die for doing that? Sorry, guys. I apologize for subjecting you to that. You're very demure and mindful. Yeah. I was joking. I was joking about dying. Obviously. As the god of the multiverse, I declare 10,000-year-old soul's baby status. Damn. I was reading a comment. What you gonna do for your birthday? So, my friends are actually planning my birthday. I told them to surprise me because I'm typically the person who orchestrates plans, and I always like am the one who has to like figure every single thing out down to the times, and I'm always the one who has to be in control. So for once, I was like, I actually want to be surprised. Like I'm typically like down to a T. Like I'm on the music, I'm on the food. I'm like I typically am the one deciding everything. So I told them to surprise me. So I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to go to a Buddhist monastery that I really like to start my day, but otherwise I'm being completely surprised. So hopefully I'm not miserably disappointed. Do you have a favorite memory? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I have a lot of different really good memories that are good for different reasons, so I don't think I could say I have an absolute favorite. So I don't think I could quite answer that. Thoughts on Rudolf Steiner or anthroposophy? I don't know who that is or what that is. Sorry. Going straight forward would be the best option then. Well, I'll try and say it if it isn't too out of place, and of course, no forcing him on anything that he doesn't want to be at. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the best decision, Pasta Enjoyer. And like, I would be like careful with the wording too, especially since he seems to like somebody else at the moment, and just like let him know that like things are still like chill and like you're still like normal with him, and that you'll still like remain the same despite how he responds, but you like just want to like communicate or something. Thoughts on grilled cheese? I like them, especially with tomato soup. I can make a really banger grilled cheese with an egg and a few different ingredients. It's so fucking good. You just have to try it. But yeah, grilled cheese is alright. I need some of that shit the babies are on for real. Huh. To know your astrology sign, which monkey for you, buddy? What? To know your astrology sign, which monkey for you, buddy? What? Is my brain not functioning right? Was I supposed to read that in another way? Are you asking my astrology sign? To know your astrology sign? Conjunction function. We both share the planet Mercury, by the way. I hate when it's Mercury retrograde. So glad it's over now. Last one was monkey for you, buddy. Am I like just confused? So glad it's over now. Last one was brutal. Okay, guys. I have never once been like affected actually by a Mercury retrograde. I've never actually experienced anything bad, but this last one, like, had fucked up. Oh my god. It was like, oh my god. Last Mercury retrograde, like actually crazy. That's like I never really believed in the harmful effects of it until like the last one. I was like, okay, yeah, this shit has to be real. What the hell does all of this mean? Are you talking about the comment that says to know your astrology sign, which monkey for you, buddy? I'm so like confused. I think like a bunch of planets were also in retrograde at the same time, so it's probably that too. Like a bunch of them are in retrograde right now. Astrology lesson when? I need to like teach a class on astrology. What's the deal with Mercury retrograde? So Mercury retrograde is like said to be a time whenever the planet Mercury in the sky like visually appears as if it's like moving backwards, and it's said to be a period in which communication tends to be like slurred. There's miscommunication, things aren't so clear like mentally, all that stuff. That's like what it's said to be. But I have a very special grilled cheese recipe. Maybe I should like share it on my like profile one day. Maybe okay. Well, maybe I should just start like posting on TikTok and like posting like talking about the things I want to talk about, but also showing you guys my food recipes because I have some bangers. So for the specific grilled cheese, I get a whole grain bread. Fuck white bread. That's just disgusting. And I get 1 egg. I get mayo. I get a specific like wheel of cheese. I forgot what it's called. It's like a garlic and herb flavored one. There's obviously the cheese. I think it's the ingredients. You pan fry or you toast or you pan fry, which I like to pan fry the toast on some butter, which is really good. And then you cook the egg, fry the egg, throw that thing on there, put mayo and the triangle of cheese on the other slice. And I think that's all the ingredients. Unless I mentioned something else, I kind of forgot. I feel like there's something that goes on top of the egg. Oh well, I might be missing something. Oh, cheese! The cheese. Yeah, you put the cheese on, and then you kind of put it together, and it's really, really good. Oh, monkey year. Yeah, I was born the year of the monkey. I'm a little monkey. You know your astrology sign, which is a monkey for you. Yeah, I was born the year of the monkey. Maybe cooking live stream. Honestly, yeah, guys, I could probably cook for you at some point. Like, I'm really good at cooking. I like to think of it as like an art in some way. If I have a bunch of seasonings, I can really just improvise and make something really good. I think I like skipped over a question earlier, like by accident. Let me go up and see real quick. Have you encountered anything that you can't explain, paranormal, etc.? I don't think I've explicitly like experienced something like that. Back in one house, my sisters used to say my room was haunted, and I would always get really scared every night, and I always felt like something was in there. And I would wake up just like to like doing weird stuff in my sleep. Like I would do things like sleep run across the house. One time in my sleep, I dashed all the way across the house to go to my sister's room for some reason, but somebody placed a chair in the kitchen while I was asleep, and I didn't know it was there. In my sleep, I didn't know it was in my sleep. So I tripped over it, and I woke up to just excruciating pain, and everybody surrounded me like, what the hell were you doing? Like, why were you just running through the house? You just tripped over this chair. And I'm like barely like conscious. I'm like, what is going on? Other times my sister like would like sleep in my room with me sometimes because she would get like scared, I guess, or just like paranoid or anxious. And I like would just wake up screaming at her for some reason, like, get the fuck out of my room. And I wouldn't remember this. Like I would do weird shit in my sleep when I lived in that room. And all my sisters were scared of my room. They like said they felt like something was in there. So I guess I would say that's the closest thing I've had to an experience like that. I also got night terrors. So like I'll like be half awake and I'll like see like a hallucination of like a really, really real figure, but it's like not actually there. And then like I come to full consciousness and I'm like, that was fucking terrifying. Like I actually had one the other night. They're not super common for me, but I had one the other night, and I woke up and it looked like there was blood all over my wall. Like it looked very realistic, and I thought there was blood all over my wall. That scared me. What is your favorite of literally everything? Saving the people time. Okay, I have a note on my phone of this. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you so much. Let me answer all of the questions really quick because I have a whole note I can just go on about. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you. What are your thoughts on metal overall? Have you ever had a metalhead phase or anything? That is one of the few genres I have not really listened to or delved into. I'm a vegan, bully me. I feel like so pressured to like go back to this question, so I might like rush these other answers. I actually used to go in and out of like having vegetarian phases, but then like one day I just realized it's not for me. Sarbados. Yeah, guys, I might actually have to start like cooking for you and just speaking over those. Too many shrooms. Are you telling that to me? I've only done them twice. What is your most profound psychedelic experience? For me, I'd say it was being stuck in a time loop, then coming outside my body into a bright light for what felt like an eternity, then coming back. That's awful. That's terrifying. Oh my god. Nothing extremely incredible happened to me during a shroom experience. I just had, I've only done them twice. I had an ego death both times, despite not doing a lot at all. One was a pretty cool experience, and the other one was incredibly traumatizing and really changed the entire trajectory of my entire life. All right, now to the money question, the green question. My favorite of everything. I have a note in my phone because I literally forget everything. So, starting off with bands and music, my number one lately has been Hosier. Pretty generic answer, but I like how grounded in nature his music sounds. I really dig it. I also like Doja Cat, which is another pretty generic answer, getting the generic ones out of the way. I love Fleetwood Mac, Mac Miller. I love The Strokes, Lord Huron, Radiohead, Gorillaz, and Grimes. I'd say those are my favorites. And Mindy Gladhill, I think her name is. I've been really liking her music lately. As for songs, I really like this unreleased song by Hosier called Blood. My number one favorite song of all time is Dancing in the Moonlight. It always puts me in a good mood every time I hear it. Things outside of me typically don't put me in a good mood, but you can put that song on and I will just immediately feel good. I like Resonance. I like After the Storm by Kali Uchis. I like That's All by Genesis. I love Meet Me in the Woods by Lord Huron and No Diggity. Not by Lord Huron, but I forgot who that's by. That's by a handful of people. As for movies, my favorite movies are Everything Everywhere All at Once, Age of Adeline, Fight Club, and I'm on the fence about it, but also the new Spider-Verse movie with Miles Morales. I actually love it, but I've watched it so many times I don't know if I can say it's my favorite anymore. As for shows, I love Stranger Things, Midnight Gospel, and Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is a guilty pleasure because I used to watch it with my sisters growing up, so it's nostalgic. As for characters, I really like Steve Harrington. I love Tyler Durden. I like Jim Hopper. I like Jim Hopper a lot. He's really cool. I like Tony Stark, Vash from Trigun, Adeline Bowman from Age of Adeline. I love Age of Adeline, by the way. It's I just like love the aesthetic and the feel of the movie. It feels good. I like Akemi from Blue Eyed Samurai. She's really fucking cool. I like Waymond from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I love Joyce from Stranger Things and Summer from Rick and Morty. She's really cool. And my favorite book is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I think that covers everything. If I missed like a category, literally, you guys can ask. Bye, DZHV. Listen to Deftones. So one time I wore a Deftones shirt on a video, and mind you, I don't listen to Deftones. It was my friend's shirt they had left at my house, and I hadn't realized it until I posted it. And then everybody in my comment section was like, "Oh my god, she likes Deftones. What's your favorite Deftones song?" And I was like, Cherry Waves. I think that's what it's called, Cherry something. The only song I knew. I felt really bad. I couldn't admit I was like a fake or an imposter, but I was. Hi, Oxpecker! Happy birthday. Would have popped in earlier, but I had to pick up dinner. That's totally cool. Glad to see you here. I haven't checked out your music yet. I keep forgetting to like go back to the recommendations you guys gave me because like my life's been pretty busy, but I promise I will soon. I like Singles by Doja Cat. I find myself listening to album tracks a lot less. I like Doja Cat a lot. It's more of a guilty pleasure. I know most people are gonna. A lot of my friends don't like her. They're like, she's too mainstream. She's like this, and this. But I really like her. I really like her music. I like who she is as a person, too. I like how weird she is. I like weird people. If you want to listen to some good metal, listen to System of a Down. It'll blow your socks off. I might just do that. Found Mac DeMarco's music super grounding. 5 Easy Hot Dogs being my fave album from him. I like Mac DeMarcos. I know a few of his songs. What's your favorite philosophy? Also, happy birthday. Thank you. My favorite philosophy. I don't know. All my philosophies are kind of my own, that I've come up with from my own experience. I do love Marcus Aurelius's philosophies. He has a book called Meditations, and I also really love the Socratic method. I believe it's the Socratic method, where you keep asking why to a core of a belief. That's a really learning about the Socratic method. I think it's the Socratic method. Let me double check. I think it's a Socratic method. Anyway, learning about that is what really originally got me into philosophy in the first place. Learning about it in like 9th grade, that kind of kickstarted all of this for me. I can recommend Modest Mouse. I love Modest Mouse. I'm very much a Modest Mouse fan. Hurt your ears. No, I really love Modest Mouse, especially their album with the green cover. I forgot the name of it. Trigon. I remember that. Trigon's a good anime. I really like Vash's character. One of my favorite character tropes are characters who are. Sorry, that was my arms going against the table. One of my favorite character tropes are characters who have like a really tragic backstory, or just like have been through a bunch, but they're still like really optimistic and happy despite it, or they're like silly and lighthearted despite it all. That's like one of my favorite character tropes ever. You should definitely watch Black Mirror. I watched that a few years ago. I'm not caught up, but I used to really like it. I'd watch it with my sisters. Thank you for the $2 again. Last super chat. Listen to Suki Waterhouse. I know Suki Waterhouse is one really popular song. The something boy. Something boy. It's the really the popular one that everybody knows that was like trending in like 2021. I don't know why I remember the year, but not the name. Good Looking. Yes, I love that song. But I'll look into more of I think her music. But thank you for that donation. Appreciate you. How do I say your name? Is it Hogsicle? Fight Club, Rick and Morty, and BoJack Horseman are funny pieces of entertainment because they all have this chunk of their fan base who took the message and completed a 180 with it. You're so right. You're so right. People. Oh my favorite is Fight Club. How like people. I know somebody personally who's misinterpreted this movie. So my friend's brother. I'm getting really specific. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he took it as, oh my god, I relate to Tyler Durden so much. I'm so Tyler Durden coded, and it's like. You're missing the point of the movie, dude. You're not Tyler Durden coded. You need to go to therapy. BoJack Horseman's a good one. I watched that all in 2021, a couple years ago. Rick and Morty's fun, in my opinion. It's a guilty pleasure. I really just like it because it's nostalgic to me. Just bring up in chat, guys. So no, we're being quiet. Are you guys getting ads, by the way? I know my like live streams apparently do that. Like it doesn't even tell me. And like last time I just assumed no ads were playing. And then everybody's like, nah, I've been getting ads this whole time. Like, are you guys getting ads? Hi, I am. I like to have my own like little community. Like I'm like starting to like recognize, not starting to, but like I like recognize most people in my streams nowadays. Like if you guys talk frequently, I will recognize you. By the way, like I love whenever people frequently comment on my videos, like the same people, because I see you, and I love you, and I could kiss you on the cheek. I see you, I recognize you. But like I have my little friend group in my live streams, which I love. And like I have like the same like group of people who join too, like along with like new people, but like just people I recognize. I appreciate you guys. Makes me happy. Let the fear consume you. Basically shadow work. Yep. I don't feel like I really articulated it in like the let the fear consume me part in the way I wanted to. Do you guys know that feeling when you're like about to puke where like you get this whole bodily like feeling of like fear and just like everything's wrong, or like whenever you're smoking and you like start to green out? Like what I mean is just to sit with your mind in a state of neutrality opposed to feeding into the fear, and just like sit there and simply exist. And you'll notice like the feeling of fear like in your body will kind of envelop you for a second, but like over time it'll fade as long as you're not forcing it to come or go or stay or anything. Just like blank your mind and like maybe lay down, you know, like you're about to sleep, and like let it kind of consume you for a second. And then it starts to fade because like you're really taking away the power. Because whenever you perpetuate the fear, you're continuously giving that power away. Like you're perpetuating the idea that, oh, it has power of me. Because if you're actively feeling fear or like afraid of the feeling or afraid of whatever it may be, you're surrendering your power. You're actively telling yourself that it should be something to be afraid of, or that it should be something that's like bad or negative to you, because you're telling yourself, your mind, this is bad, don't think this, don't think this. You're subconsciously like feeling like that, like the thing has power over you. It's kind of difficult to explain. I'm pretty tired, but that's kind of what I meant. I could probably articulate it better later. I kind of am brain fried at the moment. I like this. I like this is a long drive for someone with nothing to think about. Good news for people who love bad news. Yes, that I love that album. Good news for people who love bad news by Modest Mouse. That shit's so good. I should probably actually stop cussing. I don't know if it's gonna like YouTube's gonna slap me on the wrist or something. Guys, something about me is that I am actually like an avid cusser in person. Like I had to like I cussed more in my like earlier videos because like it's so natural for me. Like I had to actually like actively put an effort into like not doing that. So like I have to put an effort into it. I know she's quite famous, but never heard a Doja Cat song. What would you suggest? I'd warn you, I'm more of a chill kind of music. I also grew up with my grandma, so rock country is my go-to usually. Recommending a Doja Cat song to somebody is like actually impossible. She's a very acquired taste, I'd say. Her music isn't quite like other people's, so I don't know how I would recommend a song to you. I like one of her unreleased earlier songs, which is For Morant. Morant. That's a bit more of a spacey song I enjoy. I also really like a song on her newer album called Often. That's more of a chill kind of song. I like that a lot. Who has a content house in Canada? I like Fight Club a lot because I don't even know if I want to go into detail. I just like how it kind of portrays the negative side effects of like how like a nasty like capitalistic society, like the side effects and the impact it has on people individually, like whether that be toxic masculinity or like how narrator was like driven to like this point because he was on such a lack of sleep because of his job, his office job. I like the whole message. There's so much to the movie. I like it for a plethora of reasons. Yeah, there's some ads. It told okay, the very first time I streamed, it told me when it would play an ad for you guys, but it just doesn't tell me anymore, so I can't tell. Are you serious, Tony G? I got an ad of an old boomer baseball playing flicking wads of cash when you talked about capitalism. Damn. I don't know why I'm like saying the G after your name. I could just say Tony. I have ad block, sorry. Don't apologize. I don't care. I just want to know if you guys are seeing ads. I forgot how fun channel by hacking. Hey again. Hey yo. Hey yo. Huh. You got a political ad? For which party? This is my first one to be fair. Are you a stoner too? Are you talking to me or like somebody in the chat? If you're talking to me, I smoke occasionally, but I'm not a stoner. Hacking freak. The fact that we still get political ads makes the amount of things you can get demonetized for twice as frustrating. Why do you only have one cat? I actually have been wanting another cat for a while now. I kind of want a boy orange cat. Juniper's not super affectionate. She's kind of a rambunctious teenager, and I kind of want an affectionate cat. So I would get a second one if I were in a position where I could, but my roommate has a cat, and so she always tries to attack Juniper, so we have to keep one cat in a room at a time, and one gets to stay in the living room. It's a living room privileges at a time. And so like adding like a third cat to the mix would just kind of add to a stress. So I couldn't really get a second one at the moment, but I would love to get like a second cat, maybe a boy cat, because Juniper is a girl cat. Not for any particular reason other than the fact that I kind of just want a boy cat. Happy birthday. Thank you. Hey, Jasmine. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, guys. Is there any story why you started making videos about self-improvement? I've just been through a lot throughout my life, and I've changed my perspective a lot throughout my life, and actively strive to improve and get better. And I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy preaching. I'm a preacher, guy. No, not like a preacher. I mean, like, you know that one person in your life where you like tell your struggles to, and then they'll like, instead of being like, oh, like they'll like be like, oh, do this, this, and this, and you can fix your life this way. I'm that kind of person, and so nobody in my life listens to me. So I thought it'd be fun to like make videos and talk about my experiences and how I solved these issues myself, because I really just like talking about the stuff, and I like finding solutions to things, and I like thinking on things, and I like switching my perspective. And I have a place on YouTube where people listen to that and add on to that and give me their perspective in turn. And so I guess that's why I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's my passion, self-improvement, philosophy, or whatever. It's always been my passion, and on YouTube, I have a place to do that, and I have a place where people can talk to me, and I can build a community while doing that. But yeah, to sum it up, I really had just a rough life, and it's my passion to get better. You know, if I'd let these things get to me, I would be in a very different place, very, very different place. And I would be a much worse person if I let all the things in my life get to me, opposed to like trying to be better or try to like be better to others and such. Favorite quote from me: it's only after you've lost everything that you're ready. I get scared I'm gonna like answer a question you guys are asking yourself amongst each other in the chat. And like I don't want to seem like but you guys are just like speaking amongst yourselves. Okay, so you've rewatched Fight Club. You know, guys, I've actually, fun fact, only watched it twice. I'd say I only gave it my full attention the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, I was kind of on my phone the whole time. But no, I haven't. I don't know if it's one of those kind of movies I'd want to rewatch, to be honest. What is the origin story of your content? Again, it really is my passion. I want to make something of it at some point. The very origin story was my voice is already getting like raspy. The very origin story is that I had like a really awful serving job. I love serving, mind you. I would love to serve people. I'd love to talk. I'd love to like put on a show, entertain people. But the thing is that my coworkers were really awful to me. My management was really awful to me. They'd accuse me of stuff that I didn't do. They'd accuse me of things all the time. They didn't like me. Maybe it was the universe telling me that I was supposed to not be there. I don't know. I'd get accused of like random things that they made up or just random, weird, unnecessary things. A lot of lies were spread about me and whatever. So one day, like, I was really frustrated. I was walking circles around my room. I was like, I literally cannot do this. I cannot work in a serving job. Every single time I've worked a job, for some reason, my coworkers have like spread lies about me. They've caused drama about me when I've literally done nothing. Every single time I've like had a job, except one time at Earthbound. If you don't know what that is, whatever. Most jobs I've had though have been serving jobs, and every single time I've had one, people would make rumors about me, people would lie about me, people would just make drama with me, or they'd screw me over constantly, whatever it may be. And so like one day I was like walking circles around my room, and I was just so frustrated. I was like, I literally can't keep doing this anymore. I can't keep working these jobs where like all these people can't stand me. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. And so like I like sat and I thought, what can I do where I'm not gonna have to slave away my life working? And so I thought on it, and I was like, one thing I really like to do is talk to people and give people advice and come up with solutions. And at first I dreaded the idea of coming online and basically preaching to everybody. But then I was like, I might have like an actual shot at not having to work the rest of my life. So I quit my job sometime after that, after I was accused of something incredibly crazy by somebody who was supposed to be my friend. It was something that she did. It was a whole thing. And so, I had a friend helping me with rent at the time, so I didn't really have to worry. I was very fortunate not to have to worry about paying rent and like doing stuff like that. So I wasn't working. I was kind of just unemployed and walking around. And then I kind of decided I wanted to make videos on YouTube like this, and I wanted to make content like this, and basically make something out of what I'm passionate about. And I procrastinated it for months until sorry, stuffy nose. Until one day, I saw a friend for the first time in a few months that I hadn't seen in a long time, and he had kind of got his life together. He had things going for him. Someone's texting me. He had come to my house. He had told me all these things about how his life was like moving forward, and I was like, I'm so stagnant. I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not even doing this thing I've been wanting to do for several years now. And so like after he left, after like we talked, whatever, I got so angry at myself. I got so frustrated that I made my first video, and that is like the origin story of this account. I swear to God, I answer that question like 10 times every time I stream. But I don't mind. But the origin story of my content specifically is just me speaking off of experience, because I've been through hell and back. I've experienced so many things. I swear to God, the universe literally just throws every single like lesson you can learn possibly ever my way. Like it just likes teaching me everything. So I guess I just roll with it, and I always find the positive and the way to improve through it when I can. And then I talk about that here and my experience and how I've solved my issues. But I'm not saying I know everything, obviously. I've still got a ways to go. I'm just speaking on things I have learned. I definitely still have a ways to go. I could fall asleep right now, to be honest. Guys, lately I've been saying things like OMG and TBH out loud. Like the irony is getting to me. Like it's like not even irony anymore. It's just like leaking into my regular vocabulary. I almost said TBH a second ago, actually. At this point, I don't even think you guys are talking to me. You're just discussing things amongst each other. maybe while you're doing that, I could take a quick break and just kind of close my eyes and recalibrate my mind. Feel free to ask me questions, though, guys. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Pasta Enjoyer left. Shoot. Oh man. Well, bye. Good luck with your crush. Sorry I didn't get to catch you leaving on time. Virgos are great at many things, but often cast aside or not listened to very well. That's true. I believe in Virgo supremacy. Virgos are like a lot better than we give them credit for. And people are just like, oh, they're so judgmental and mean. And it's like, Virgos are awesome. You just don't know the extent of it. You don't want to realize the extent of it. Probably like might be my favorite or one of my favorites of the Zodiacs. I believe making some kind of journal helps you clear your mind. No? Yeah, it does. Lately, I've been using Google Docs often for journaling because sometimes writing kind of I just don't feel like writing because my mind's moving so fast and it's really fun to type. So I've been really sticking to Google Docs lately, and it really does help you clear your mind and solve issues. Because sometimes if I'm like if I have a really bad issue, I'll just go to Google Docs and like type in like, why do you feel this way? And then I'd answer the question and be like, well, why do you feel that? And then I just keep asking why until I got to the core of it. And I'd be like, well, how can you logically solve this? And that really does help me solve my issues at times. Burping like storm up over here. But yeah, it helps clear your mind because like I would always hear from all these like self-help accounts and sources that like, oh, journal, it'll clear your mind. And I didn't believe it until I actually started doing it. And whenever you actually journal and get things down on paper or get things down solidly, like maybe on a note or like on Google Docs, wherever it may be, when you actually get things down, it's crazy how instantaneous, like it stops spiraling in your mind over and over again. It's crazy how quickly you stop ruminating over something whenever you actually reach a solid conclusion and like put it down somewhere. But I would recommend it. Have you ever thought about making some group with people with the same thoughts? I've been there. Are you talking to me or like each other? Because if you're talking to me, I actually have a Discord. It was exclusive to Ko-fi, but I haven't been advertising my Ko-fi because I've been super busy with life lately. Oh my god, that reminds me, I have to add somebody to my Discord server who applied for my Ko-fi like a couple days ago. I forgot. I'm gonna do that after the stream. Shit. But it's not very active because everybody just happens to be in different time zones. So it's like somebody will say something and then like somebody will respond like 3 hours later. It's something. I should probably add more people to it though. Nobody really talks there though. Hi Junie, I'd like to make a YouTube channel too, but I guess I'm scared about going forward with it. Do you have any advice for this? I feel like maybe what I do have to say is not that important. You're gonna find an audience regardless if you think what you have to say is important or not. I'd say go for it. I wasn't extremely confident in myself when I started posting. I'm not always confident in my videos posting now, but I made it a goal. I have a video on perfectionism. You'd probably find better advice there from current me because my brain's very scrambled. I've made it a goal to post regardless of whether I'm proud of what I made or not because I hold myself to very high standards. But I feel regardless, if you feel like the need to like do that, create your channel and speak, I'd say do it. Like this is your life. Literally do what you want, have fun. You don't need to feel what you have to say is important necessarily. There's no rules in life. You can literally just do what you want. So do it. I encourage you literally just record videos however you may want and just say shit or do whatever, post it, and just don't do it for a result such as like getting followers or whatever. Just do it for the enjoyment of it. Wow, I'm very far behind. I don't know if you guys are just talking amongst yourselves or asking me a lot of questions. That was my arm against the table. At the end of the day, life's too short. You to chase your dreams, and it's not going to be easy, or be a carbon copy doing something you hate for the rest of your life. Yeah, literally, you're alive. You know, you can just do things, right? You can just do what you want. You can just do what you enjoy. There's no rules to life. Like, a lot of times we make it seem or convince ourselves in our head that there's all of these complications, when in reality, we can just do what we want. We can just do what we enjoy. And there doesn't have to be a purpose behind it. We don't have to be chasing something necessarily or whatever. And a life full of just doing everything you want is so much more satisfying than one where you don't really do anything you want. And you kind of just like live how you think you're supposed to, and then you're on your deathbed and you regret the whole thing and you regret your life and you wish you did so many different things. But yeah, just oftentimes, again, we forget we can just do things, you know? We can just do what we want. We can just do things that even if we don't think they're going to be fruitful or whatever, do it. There's nothing to be afraid of. And it's kind of crazy to be afraid of doing things because, oh my gosh, I'm brain foggy. I probably shouldn't even be talking about it right now. Do you say things like yat? Are you talking to me? When I'm like if you're talking to me, I like with friends. When I'm joking around, yeah. Just say stupid bullshit. TBH, SMH, for real, no cap. You make the Discord yet? Yes, I have, actually. Made it a while ago. It's pretty dead right now, though. I should probably add more of you guys. More of my regulars. I probably shouldn't be calling you guys my regulars. That's weird. My regulars as in people who comment on my videos often and in my live streams often. I'll probably reach out to more people to add more people soon. I've been pretty tired and not extremely active lately, besides in posting. But I'll get into that. What do you think of having no clear dream for the future yet, but people keep telling you that I need to fix my life as soon as possible? It is getting overwhelmed. Ignore them. There's no pressure to do anything with your life. Even if you just want to relax and chill, do that. Ignore these people. Ignore the people who tell you that you should get your life together, whatever that means, because every single life is different and every single life is subjective, and you're not supposed to be doing what everybody else is doing. You're supposed to be doing what you want to do. And even if you don't have a clear dream or goal, that's fine. Just have fun and enjoy things until you find something one day that you're like, wait, actually, I'm really passionate about this, or I really love this. Or maybe you won't. Just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Ignore the people. They are literally static. And I'm not, I don't not practice what I preach. I practice what I preach. So I'm not just saying these things, but like, yeah, literally just enjoy yourself. Ignore all these people. I'm sure Boston Joy is perfect matches out there. Pizza Joy. Careful now. The one thing I give to astrology is that I never see anyone waging war in the name of the superior zodiac sign. Guys, it's all fun and jokes and love whenever I say I don't like a zodiac sign or one's better than the other. I'm just playing around. I'm not being serious. Oh, Boston Joy. Bye. All right, I actually might be ending this soon. This has come close. This is 3 hours long now, and like my brain has been fried for about an hour and a half at this point. So if you guys want to ask me questions, throw them at me, because I'm gonna be ending this pretty soon. I'm really freaking tired. Bye, Calquimo. Yeah, everybody's going to bed. Skibby on God, no cap, big yet, frill, blood acting, unwise. Unk is so sus right now. I don't know why. Why did I get hearts when I said that? Guys. Whatever. I see the new videos are more like self-help for you, but who knows, it could help anyone watching it. Well, no. I guess my videos are logic from things I've come to conclusions on myself and that I've overcame through my experience, and that's why I do share it. or because I also like want to hear more philosophies. It's not really a self-help for myself. I'm not really talking to myself in my videos. I'm more like sharing my experience and like whatever. The birthday party starts in 2 hours and a half. Oh yeah, guys. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you guys have to give me $200 more billion in 2.5 hours. By the way, because it's my birthday and I deserve it. Other than YouTube, what are your hobbies, interests? Lately, I've been reading more. I used to draw often. I haven't been drawing much the past like year. So if you want to see drawings I've done, you could probably watch this video after I finished the live stream. I did show you guys some of my drawings. I used to like draw a lot. I walk often. I listen to music. I'm pretty boring. I actually need to get more hobbies because I've been bored out of my mind with life lately. I sing, which is not really a hobby. I just like to sing. I like to cook food. I'd say that's a hobby. I love cooking food. I have problems thrown my way to solve. I guess at this point I could say having issues in my life is a hobby because I always have some sort of problem. Always learning something in my life. So maybe that's a hobby. I'd say that's it. I've really, really been bored with life lately. I like actually like I've been like going crazy with my boredom with life and reflecting on my hobbies. I'm kind of now understanding why. And I don't even do my hobbies often. I really just walk around and do nothing all day, I swear. And then I like go crazy, like, why am I so bored all the time? As if the answer's not right in front of me. The beauty of life is that you can shape it the way you want to, like about what others think you should do. Yeah. There's no fixed time zone for people. It's quick, like it shows people up instantly. Cool. Oh shit. I joined late, but thanks for the stream. For real, people always want to have something to say about your life, and half of these people can't even take their own advice. That's true. I'm really a big advocate for not giving a shit about what other people have to say about your life because it's your life, not theirs. And every person, in my opinion, is brought here to do their own thing specifically. And obviously, it's not going to align with fucking your dad who's trying to pressure you to become this one person because that's who he was. That's not going to align with that. You're here for your own specific reason, in my opinion. I like to believe in reincarnation and the fact that we come here to learn specific things and do specific things, but we all have our own beliefs, so that's not for everybody. But even if that's like disregarded, everybody's built very differently physically, mentally, with our brains and stuff, and we're just not like other people. Like our goals, our everything, our meanings in life are never going to align really with, well, not never, okay, most of the time they're not going to perfectly align. And you shouldn't listen to people who are trying to like force you to be something because that's silly. Literally, life is pointless, which is kind of ironic. Not ironic. I think the words are whatever. Brain scrambled. Life is pointless, which actually gives it all of the meaning. Like life is pointless, so the meaning is in your hands. So basically, we're here to enjoy ourselves because there really is no purpose to any of it. If you think about it, there's no purpose to any of it. So it's actually kind of crazy that we're like stressing ourselves out trying to listen to what these people say or what they want us to do, when in reality, none of it means anything. All of the purpose is in what you give to it and basically enjoying yourself. So be happy, literally do what you want. Don't listen to people trying to like force you to make your life whatever, because it's stupid. It's stupid. Your life is your own and nobody else's. All right, guys, I might wrap things up in a bit. So if you do want to drop questions on me, just throw them at me. Just want to give you guys a heads up. Damn, I gotta go gamble for some birthday money. Yeah, I expect $2 billion more from each and every one of you on my desk in 2.5 hours. Actually, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Or 25 minutes, technically, in some seconds. My birthday week starts in about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, the entire week is designated to me and my birthday. Why did my screen black out? Interesting. Oh. Yeah, the entire week is dedicated to me, and I deserve $10 more billion every single day from each and every one of you. Cooking is awesome, especially for people you love, like friends. Yeah, cooking is really fun. I actually like to view it as an art. If I have a bunch of seasonings, I can like really improvise something. Like seasonings and ingredients, like just give them to me and I will come up with something. And I'm a pretty good chef too, not to toot my own horn. No one cares, nothing matters, smiley face versus nothing cares, no one cares, nothing matters, frowny face. Yes, nothing matters, and that should be a good optimistic thing. Like, nothing matters, go have fun, go play and have fun. All right. Chef, I don't know why I haven't made you a moderator yet. You're pretty active in my chats. And bad boy buddy too. Alright, I'm gonna make some of you guys moderators. Oxpecker, if you're still here, I'll make you one if you... Oh, yep, there you are. Alright. Get moderated. Yeah, I'm making some of you guys mods right now. Mono Quicks. I don't think I've seen you before, but you've been pretty active here, so I'll make you a moderator. I have so much... I hold so much power in my hands. No, you're a mod now. Don't worry about it. I trust you. I probably should have made you one by the last stream. I don't know why I haven't. I kind of forgot the fact that I can make people mods. Besides, Jasmine, if she's still here, I made her one because she's a girl, and I trust her opinion. She's a girl who likes Radiohead, so that's awesome. Dare I call her a femcel? Sorry, I don't know if you don't know if you want me to call you that or not. I think femcels are awesome. But girl who likes Radiohead. I'm just a girl. That's so real, though. You deserve everything in the world just for being a girl. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap everything up. I'll give you a few more seconds to drop any questions or anything you have to say if you want to right now. Because I think I'm caught up. Oh, favorite childhood memory. I don't say I have a favorite. I have a lot of different memories I like for different reasons, but I'm not going to, for different reasons, yes. So I'm not going to pit two bad bitches against each other if you understand what I'm putting down. So I would just, I don't have a specific one. All right, guys, doesn't look like you have any more. Oh, Tony, I'm going to make you a mod too. You're always on my streams. All right. Bye, guys. Good night. I had fun talking to you. My brain is positively fried, and I'm going to enjoy my birthday. Thank you. All right, I hope I will anyway. Bye-bye. Bye. Enjoyed finding your channel literally yesterday. Wow. Rest well. Take care of yourselves. Dinner time. Have a nice dinner, Wisteria. I hope to see you guys again soon. All right, bye.